and welcome to the most handsomest, lawn talkiest, strength and fitness and Warhammer podcast you have ever known. It's a Strength Hammer podcast, episode 146, coming to you hot and fast. There you go. There you go. Alex, how are you doing this beautiful week?
I'm good. I'm actually very good. I'm having my tea from
Mm.
my cat mug.
Cat mugs are good. We support cats here on the Strength Hammer podcast. Dogs are fine too. Cats are just better. I said it.
Cats are better in many ways.
Yes. The
Put it
only
that way.
the only doggo that has a higher place in my heart is Damon from the barn. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
can't go wrong. But Alex, what's new with you? How's things been going? How's life?
Life is good. Life is good. The I have recently remembered that I have a semester coming up in like a month
Oh
that I
yeah,
have to
you're
teach.
you're a teacher at a
I forgot
college.
about that. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, there's an email. I have to do some things for the syllabi. And I'm very glad that they kept my schedule the exactly same way as they did for the spring semester, which basically I teach two classes, but I'm only at school twice a week.
Oh, that's not bad.
And
Okay.
I'm only at school for like 4 hours in a row, basically. So it's very nice. So I'm only committing very little time to actually being, it's because I have to teach four actual classes per week. Um, but there was one semester where I was at school 5 days, sorry, 3 days a week, and it was just much longer. So I'm very happy that they kept it this way. I have to update some things for the syllabus because they always update rules and mandates. Other than that, I'm pretty excited to teach again.
So I'm curious, for like, do you have to go to like graduation ceremonies and stuff?
No, I'm an adjunct, so I don't
Adjunct. Okay.
actually
All right.
help anybody else with like. It's an elective what I teach, so
Okay,
it's a
gotcha.
sports nutrition, which is counts as their science class.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so they could take like chemistry, biology, or nutrition class.
Is the first class of every semester just 35 minutes of Ronnie Coleman shouting, "Yeah, buddy"?
Funny thing, I do actually have Ronnie Coleman in my pictures from my presentations pretty often.
Is it the picture where we got the picture we got with him?
I don't. Actually,
You should do
I
that.
might have used that one. I might have
Okay.
used that one before. But anytime we talk about resistance training or building muscle, I throw him in.
Yeah, absolutely. And also shout out to Ronnie Coleman. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah,
Having some issues, but yeah,
he seemed to be doing better. I saw a post
yeah, yeah.
of him. So,
But still,
yeah,
it's never it's always scary.
right. Yeah, I was a little sad in the
Yeah,
beginning.
man. Yeah, someone who's given so much to I don't want to say a sport we love, because but like just the thing we love.
Community.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely want to see him get better soon. But with that said, to be honest, even if Ronnie Coleman was on this podcast right now as a guest, I'd be asking this next question: how's your lawn?
My lawn is good. It doesn't need cut for maybe another day or two. I looked at it today, specifically before this podcast. I went out and looked. And yeah, it's a little bit too early to cut. So I didn't cut it today. But at some point later this week. My parents are traveling. They're on vacation on the beach.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Just like somebody else is gonna be
Yep,
in a
yep.
couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be cutting their lawn later this week too. So two lawns for me.
Double lawn duty.
Double lawn.
There you go. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
it's that's just bonus cardio.
That's right. That's
That's
honestly right now with the cut, I do not mind at all doing more outside activities.
Yeah, you can put an audiobook on or a
Oh
podcast,
my
like the Strength
goodness.
Hammer
Yeah.
podcast. Go mow your lawn while listening to us. It's great.
Right?
Yeah, no, I love it too. My lawn and garden. I'm gonna do a
Hmm.
full recap here because
Double whammy.
it's gonna be a day or two before I record with Neil. It's a nightmare.
Oh really?
So since I'm going on vacation
Uh-huh.
at the end of well, Sunday, beginning of next week, I should say. So by the time you're listening to this, folks, I'll be on the beach, relaxing, playing some honestly probably some Game Boy. Like just
Warhammer.
free I
On the
actually
beach.
I have plan. I'll talk about the beach plans here in a second, but yeah, I'm like I need to push off to the last moment. So Saturday is a
That's
prep
smart. That's
day,
smart.
everything like that. So sorry, Sunday, Friday night, garden, the lawn's being tackled.
Smart.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
like right now I look at it, I'm like, ooh, I picked
Yeah.
one weed. I'm like, I need to do something.
It's Good plan.
Yeah, it's not good. I'm excited. I mean, I need a vacation. I think you know it. I'm a little burned out from work and everything.
Yeah, work has been hard on you lately, so enjoy the crap out of that vacation, my
I
friend.
would I will, and shout out because like also this year because of I knew work was going to ramp up and I was ready for it. That's why I have not gone to any of the U.S. Open events. Normally, I like to go
Mm.
to a few. Like right now, they're at the Tacoma one, which is one of my favorites. Um, it's a great crowd of folks. There's the best coffee place I've ever had there. And it's fun. So shout out to all them. They're wrapping up right now, probably at the time of them hearing this, or the time that they could hear this. They're not gonna listen to it,
Right.
but yeah, I've been missing it, and like I think this is the first time I actually really missed it. Like, so but
Mm.
hopefully I'll be at the Grand Narrative this year, as if they need me.
Oh, you will be.
I will be. I'm planning. I'm planning.
Right. What are you going to be this year? Oh, you can't
I
say
don't.
what
I
you're
don't
going
know. I don't know.
to. Okay.
Hasn't come across my desk. I not my To be fair, my stuff. I'm a voxel Callum typically, which is a smaller role than the big personalities. So they could give me something last minute, and I figure it out as I go, which is usually how it
Sure.
works.
Fair enough.
But yeah. But regardless, the beach. Let's not talk about that. I'm going to the beach, and let me just say, I'm not taking any Warhammer. You'll see with Neil what I've done with some of my hobby recently. This is my
Okay.
big hobby, personal hobby. I'm gonna show some other stuff with you here, Alex. But I am taking obviously some retro gaming, as you do.
Naturally.
But I'm taking. I still haven't read it yet. Someone cracked it. But the latest Age of Sigmar Gotrek book.
Oh my goodness, man. It's been a while.
It has. I will probably burn through that in 2 days. Like
It's a
when
very easy read.
I
It's a
don't
very simple story
I don't know what it
to
is.
follow.
Every time I go to the beach, and it's probably because I have hours of nothing. I'm just chill. I will just read and read and read. So I'm
Yeah.
taking that and the Malineth book.
Oh, nice. I'm excited to hear what you say about that one because I haven't picked it up. I'm waiting for you to read it and give me some feedback.
Absolutely will. It will be started for sure, if not finished within that same week.
Right, for sure.
I'm like this close. I also have the Malice Darkblade books. They're next after all that.
Oh,
I've
that's
never
right.
read
That's right.
those books,
Yeah.
so it's like maybe I throw
I've
those
heard
in
they're
as
pretty
well.
good.
Yeah,
I've heard they're very good.
we'll see. We'll see. At least two books are gonna be read. I think so. That'll be my Warhammer contribution next week. But also PSA out there, everybody. Following week there will not be a Strength Hammer podcast because we'll be coming back.
I'll be here,
Alex will be
just not on
here.
this podcast.
Check out Grimdark Gains. They're gonna be regular. They're still around.
We're still kicking.
Yeah. Actually, maybe I'll get a different picture. So obviously, I'm going to bring up Taylor Swift at the concert I went to 2 years ago. Now let's put her up on screen because I might have a new picture in
Hmm.
addition to that.
Ah.
So I get back Friday from the beach. Saturday, me and my friend Quentin from the barn, we're going to Kesha.
Oh, cool.
So we'll see what we get. Maybe a new
Nice.
picture. I don't
I didn't know
know.
that Quentin was into Kesha's music.
He is. We
Ah,
we we accidentally discovered that one night. It was a good time, and then he's like, "Hey Chuck, if she ever comes, we're going." I'm like, "Okay," and she came, and
fun.
we're going.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Bro time.
we will see. Is it? Or we're 8 minutes in. I can say it. Um, Kesha's tour. YouTube, don't flag me for this. Kesha's tour. So I'm not sure what pictures I'll be able to show. It's
Mm.
called the Tits Out tour.
Ah.
So I might not take any pictures.
Well, it depends whose tits are out. If it's your
Exactly.
out, then it's perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
me and Quentin, ours are gonna be out. It's gonna be a good day. Anyway, all right. Well, with that said, Alex, before
Chuck.
before we jump into our hobby, your
Mm.
hobby and some of my hobby, did you know that there's going to be a reveal show happening between now and when this podcast will be released?
I did not know. I learned that today when Eli and I were recording a YouTube video.
Gotcha. Well, we're going to do a fun experiment here, and only I'll know the truth, unless you listen back. But I'm gonna bring it up on screen right now. So here is what's going to be presented here.
Mm.
Boom. So we're going to, without knowing anything, shoot for the moon, see what we feel is going to be predicted for each of these game systems and Black Library potentially.
Right.
And then
Right.
me and Neil are going to review it because him and I are
Ah.
recording after it's been previewed.
Okay.
So,
Cool. I like it.
so we'll see. So if you're keeping score at home, let us know. So obviously Friday, I think it's 2 p.m. Eastern. I don't care about BST or PTT. I care about Eastern time. That's the real time zone. Come on, get with it, everybody. The New York Stock Exchange is here for a reason, all right? So, Alex,
Yeah.
are you okay?
I'm good. This is gonna be great because
I
I was
know.
just mentioning to you before the show that I don't follow release news or Warhammer community page like almost at all. The only time I see something is like on Instagram if it's doing really well and people repost it. So yeah, I'm going into this practically blind.
Okay. Tell you what, we're going to lowball it.
Okay.
One that neither one of us care about at all.
Yes.
Warhammer, Horus Heresy, Legionis Imperialis. That's the
Oh yeah, I
miniature.
know exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
I know exactly
All
what's
right,
happening.
tell me, what's going to
They're
happen
gonna
for this
release.
miniature epic scale game?
Yep. They're gonna release a tiny Horus.
Ooh.
Yep. 100%.
Okay.
Bet all my money on it. A tiny Horus. That's it. Nobody, no crew, no other minis.
No,
Just
you're not even
tiny
going
Horus.
hey, all the Primarchs in miniature. No, just Horus.
Just Horus.
Okay.
And just tiny. He's going to be crazy detailed. And they're going to reveal him and they're going to zoom out and show the scale is like this big.
All right. I'm gonna give you bonus points here. Which version of Horus? Corrupted or uncorrupted?
Ooh.
Or
Ooh.
both?
Oh,
Is it a dual pack?
man.
Is it a dual pack?
Oh, is it? I don't think they're going to do a dual kit because that's not, they can't milk that. I think it's going to be corrupted. I'm not going to go too far. I think it's going to be corrupted horse.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
For me, I'm going to say a random Titan. Just another random Titan. Here's a Titan.
Yep.
Deal with it.
Yep. I
And
think
and
you have a
maybe
higher chance of getting this one right.
Terminators with shields.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I'll
Pretty fun.
yeah. I'm gonna go for
They
the
are,
layup on that one.
they are pretty fun miniatures. I'm not gonna lie. I literally, this is probably the first time I'm actually intentionally looking at Legion Imperialis
Yeah.
miniatures, and they're pretty fun. They're kind of cute.
They are. Yeah. It's if we played it around here, anybody did, we would probably have it. I'm sure it's a fine game.
Right. Yeah.
But no one around here plays it, so I haven't dove in.
Right. They'll be really, honestly, they'll be kind of fun to paint because I like painting like tiny details. So that I look at all the minis, it could be pretty fun to paint.
I would say you should, if you do, honestly, pick up a random Titan box for it, because
Maybe.
you could really go ham on that. I know your skill could be good on it.
Yeah, I like painting tiny minis because they take so much less time.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, right. To get it to
It,
like a nicer quality.
to get
is what I mean.
tabletop for sure, that's like minutes as opposed to hour.
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's shift focus here. Warhammer Kill Team 40K. Now
Ooh.
you've played Kill Team. You recently played Kill Team.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I really when Brandon and I play it, I really do enjoy it.
All right, let me go first. I'll take the layup again on this.
Yeah, go for it.
There's going to be a new narrative box set with two different armies, two different kill teams, and some basic terrain that no one cares about. All right, I'm gonna say we're going to get Catachan. This is where I'm shooting for the moon now. Catachan on one side,
Ooh.
and then the other side, I'm going to say, Eldar Exdites.
Oh, okay. That's a far shot. We haven't had those minis like ever.
I'll say,
right?
like, I feel like my core concept is very layupy, and then the drill down is so far out that's probably not going to happen.
Right. Catachans, I think, are really reasonable because we haven't had Catachans
are pretty
for
reasonable, yeah.
super long. So,
what about you?
I am thinking I would like to have a kill team focused on assassins, the Imperium assassins.
Just the 4 assassins?
Well, you know how they do it, and they have like an assassin, but they'll have like a crew, so they need like a comms guy or something. I think they can get creative with it.
Okay. All right.
So, a team focused on stealth and assassins, because we have a few minis for Imperium assassins, but there's not like a whole kill team worth. So I think it would be cool to see an assassin kill team.
As an aside, a rogue trader type kill team would be fun too.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. Really fun.
All right. So we've actually, I should check these off as we go. Let me get a little red here. Let me get a little brush size. Boom. So we've done this one. We've done this one. Let's go Warhammer Underworlds. So the miniature game that makes great models outside of the corn ones.
Oh my goodness, the recent ones.
Yeah, they were kind of
Oof.
rough. Um,
Yeah.
what do we think we're gonna get there?
Should my
And
brain
and
speak
and,
or my
and
heart speak?
also, I should say, I actually have seen some people paint up those corn models. The paint job doesn't do it
Yes.
justice. The sculpts can be done, but you have to work
Yeah.
a lot harder on the paint. I feel I've seen some
Yeah.
good ones where, so I don't want to throw
I
a sculptor
I
underneath the
agree.
bus because
I
it's
agree.
just the sculpt and the paint combined were pretty bland as opposed to
Right.
what could have been. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on.
Agree. The dog is cool.
The dog, actually, that dog was very mid for me.
Really, I liked
I
it.
I thought that
The
dog
horn
was
dog.
I,
That's cool.
it was so mid. I'm like static
Eh,
pose, nothing. Yeah, I didn't like the dog.
I thought it was cute. I
Yeah,
liked it.
that was the first miss on the animals for me on that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Wow. All right. Whatever, Chuck. Dog hater. Ugh.
cats for life, baby. I know, I'm kidding. Yeah. Anyway, where am I? What do you think we're getting, Alex?
My heart tells me it's going to be something goblin.
Hmm.
It's not going to be because they've just
No,
released a
no, no.
goblin one. I think last 12 months, but they do consistently release a lot of goblin underworlds.
They do. What do you think? What specific focus of the goblins do you think we'll get?
I think we're gonna get a more git mob focused kill team because we not kill team
Okay.
underworlds
Yeah, because we've had
because
troll, we've had wolves.
we've had troll, we've had well we haven't had oh did we have wolves?
I think there was three wolves that were, yeah.
Oh,
I
that
think the
is
first
underworld.
wolves we saw in Sigmar with goblins on it were
The three of
underworlds.
them, yeah. Hmm. Okay, now I don't know because I was thinking we did have like what two of the Gloomspite of the Moon Clan ones, with a troll one.
Yeah. What if you saw a mini Doom Diver?
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Well, we kind of have already have a mini squid catapult
Oh,
guy.
that's true. You do. You do.
Oh,
Yeah.
we had three goblin ones. I
There's lots
think.
of goblin ones. I mean,
Yeah,
you're right. Goblins are a good pick though.
they're very popular. Very
Oh,
popular.
absolutely. Yeah. All right. So goblins.
Maybe a spider one that could be fun.
Oh, bringing back the spiders. You're right. They
Yeah,
need new sculpts.
they haven't really touched the spiders. They still have them,
Yeah.
right? They still have Ragnaroks in the Gloomspite Gits. So a spider one could be really fun, like a shaman and a guy riding a spider. Oh yeah, okay, let's do that. That sounds fun.
All right. I'm with you. I'm with you. Um, I'm gonna say we're gonna get. It's gonna play into something else. I'm gonna go for.
Mm,
I'm gonna
mm.
say we're gonna get a first glimpse at Malekith Malarian's new army through an underworld's warband. As I just knocked my stole over. Sorry, everybody. On the headphones. So we're gonna get like the Umbranith.
Okay,
So some
I could
sort
see
of
that.
not Daughters of Cain, not nothing like that. Like a true, like heavily armored. Like think of the old Blackguard, the old
Hmm.
Executioners, maybe even like mixed with a drag, like maybe a baby dragon in there. So I think we're gonna get the first look at Malarian's Umbraneth through
I could see
this
that.
release.
I could see that. Yeah, and dark elves. I'm gonna call them. They're not dark elves, but
Yeah.
dark elves tend to be pretty popular in these little war bands.
Oh,
So like Daughters of
100%.
Cain and the Shadow guys. So yeah, yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that.
I mean, trust me, I'm all in. If it's an elf army, I'm all in for it. So I'll buy it. Our underworld's knocked off. Tell you what, here's let's mix it up. Little interlude here. Let's look at the Black Library down here.
Ooh,
Let's
okay.
cross that off. So what do you think we're gonna get for Black Library announced?
How recent was the Gotrek book?
Um, not recent enough that if you don't pick it, I will. Because don't forget, this is a preview. Doesn't mean that it's
Right,
soon.
right,
It means
right.
it's what's coming. I would throw out the Gotrek book if you don't.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably what's gonna be. And the reason I'm picking this one is because I have nothing else in my head.
That's
So
fair.
yeah, let's do another Gotrek one, and hopefully they do a better job because they've been consistently just okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna say we're actually gonna get another old world focused book.
Oh, that's a good guess. That's
Yeah.
a really good guess.
We got the one the release, which was 18 months ago,
Right.
which was the Bretonian one, which, and I'm gonna say this outright, I was fine with having female Bretonian knights, no issue.
Hmm.
As soon as they pulled a bow out, that's when I got mad. Gender thing does. I don't give a shit. I don't.
Yeah.
Whatever. Go fuck yourself. But Bretonians
Yeah.
don't use bows unless they're peasants.
Yeah.
I hated
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah,
So don't do that again.
yeah, yeah, changing major lore points just for fun of it is
Well, it's like
not
going back and saying like, "Oh yeah, we had names that could be knights and all that." That's easier to me to digest and pull in than such a
yeah,
hard thing of peasants use bows. That's a
right.
more hard line than anything else.
And it was such a hard part of the army that you like really nailed in, and now
Yeah,
you don't have that. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But I think we're gonna get the next one, and I have a feeling it's gonna be. Honestly, I think it's gonna involve Grand Cafe. I think
that
they're
makes total sense.
because
Yeah,
that way we
yeah,
get the outside's perspective of the old world coming into
yeah,
it, which would be much
yeah.
more exciting than just what we know.
It also would be nice to tie in why do we bring Cathay, which is not in old world, into the old world setting, and how we can open up some other armies into the
I
old
mean,
world setting.
listen, chapter 1 or 2, Miao Ying's passing through. She talks to whoever's in charge of Kislev right now. Like, hey, what's going on? Okay, cool. Got some character names dropped. See you later. Moving on. We'll see you in a year or two.
That'll be
Whenever that army.
sweet.
Yeah,
That'll be sweet. That's a good one. I like it. It's a very good guess, and I would totally not be surprised.
I'm hoping for that one. All right. Let me. Do you want to do fantasy next, or do you want to
Sure.
do you want to do a fantasy setting or a sci-fi setting next?
Let's do fantasy.
Okay. Let's do old world or Sigmar.
Let's do old world.
All right, old world. Which this is going to be very interesting because we don't know at this point. Like we have our match play guide that was rumored for so long. We
Yes.
have our FAQ. We have essentially a new version of the game, light change of it,
Right.
plus everything out that we could absolutely hope for, except for Kislev, which is the only thing we're thinking of in the future.
Right.
So with that said, Alex, I'm going to let you take it first. What do you think they're going to announce for Old World?
My heart hopes for Kislev. I I hold on to that hope, but it's unlikely. It's not. First of all, it's not the time for it because if they release Kislev, it should be in the winter to
Yeah.
really build up the hype. And second of all, they really have been really quiet about it, so I have my doubts. I'm thinking would be really cool to have Dogs of War
Okay.
because then you could have them as mercenaries. We have a lot of mercenary options, right, on the
Yep.
table right
A lot of
now.
old
So some
kits
of
to
those
come back, new kits that could be
a lot
made.
of alt kits to come back, new kits to make. You can bring them as an army. You could also make it so you have mercenary units out that you can use.
Yep.
So I think I wouldn't be surprised, and I would be pretty excited if they release them.
Okay. I love that, and I hope honestly anything Old World's gonna be great.
Right.
I have a feeling we're going to see a roadmap, a loose
Okay.
roadmap. I think
Where
we'll.
it's going, yeah.
You're right, and Dog's War could absolutely be on there. I would expect second rounds of a bunch of arcane journals, including the Cathay one, which I think will be sooner before any other ones. I think we'll get that one
Mhm.
next as an arcane journal. But like, here's the second dwarf one. Here's the second high elf one, and I think there will be a hint towards Kislev.
They're pretty
just
cool.
just to keep the hype of the game going and us go, ooh, we're ravenous for this, even if it's a year off.
Right.
But it's
If
gonna be,
they're smart, that's what they're gonna do.
yeah.
But I don't know.
I am so excited. Okay, like I honestly, it little aside here, um, with Cathay, we all knew it was gonna be popular. I was all in. There's gonna be 4 Cathay players in my local weekly group now.
That's awesome.
3 of us have the army now. The fourth, he's gonna get to it. He's got a lot of other. He does commission painting, so he's very busy.
Right,
And I'm
right,
just
right.
like, it's like I thought I was gonna be like one of the few. So it's like Kislev's gonna come out. It's so far it's just you, as far as I know. We're all staying
I
away
hope
from it.
so.
We're all just like, this is Alex.
I really do hope that we don't get everybody playing Kislev, and like you guys are just exhausted from the cafe, and you all have like all new armies, which is probably not gonna happen.
I
But I
I
would love to be the Kislev guy.
yes, I won't be
Right,
exhausted, but I wasn't planning on doing Kislev. I'm excited for Kislev, but it wasn't
right,
something I'm chasing. Like Cathay, I'm
right.
like I'm all in. So, but I'm also a little disheartened that so many people locally are have grabbed it. I'm like,
You might be one of the first ones to have a completed army though, because
I'm the
you
first.
already have it built,
I have a
right?
build, which you'll see later. We'll see later,
Right.
everybody, with Neil.
Teasers, teasers.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Either way, old world. I'm so hyped. More, more, more,
Whatever,
more.
whatever they release is going to be good. I do hope we get some minis because that's always good to see, even if it's just like a hero or two. I always like
Yeah.
seeing that. But a roadmap would be nice.
That would be very nice. All right, let's see. All right, we'll alternate now. What about let's stick with specialist games. Horus Heresy. New edition has just dropped.
Right.
I won't lie. I'm unsure of the new edition. Second edition's still fine. I played my last game of it
You did.
last night, which we'll talk about here in a minute. Not sold on the new edition yet because the rules are very interesting, but I did buy the books.
Okay.
So I bought
Very
my
good.
core rules and I bought my Astartes Liber book. So what do you think we're going to see here? And also keep in mind, Alex, that you've not seen this. They originally came out and said, hey, it looks like a lot of stuff's going away.
Oh no.
But they came out with an article, which me and Neil are going to talk about, that, oh, hey, no, you can still use it. We're putting out free rules for it. It's still legal, including in our official events.
Okay.
So think about the opposite of what they did for Old World. You can listen to me and Neil complain about that later. So everything's still there, but in red.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Maybe they're remaking some of that stuff. But anyway, what do you think
Okay.
we're going to get?
Cool. I personally would like to see a Horus Heresy era Titan. That'd be cool. Do we have any right now?
There is a few. Yes, there's a few.
There's a few. Okay.
Yeah, there's a few out
Well,
there.
another one would be cool.
Okay, so new Titan. It's an easy layup. I like it. I'm going to go with we're going to see plastic Primarchs.
Ooh.
They're
Okay.
usually resin. I think with Specialist Game Studios' success with Old World and Horus Heresy, I mean it's not dead. And
Right,
they've moved
right.
a lot to plastic. I think we're going to start seeing some of these bigger kits move to plastic. And
Okay.
we will see one Primarch that's new, or we'll see one Primarch and it's going to be, hey, this is plastic.
That's cool. I'd like that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Who do you think is going to be?
Sanguinius.
That would sell so well.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
goodness.
kit is so hard in resin. I look at that, I'm like, I'm glad I don't play Blood Angels. I wish I did. Don't be wrong,
Yeah.
they're great, but
Right.
that's a rough one.
And that would sell so well, so
It's
fast.
Sanguinius,
People
yeah.
who don't play Blood Angels would want it.
I might want it.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. So next up, tell you what, we gotta save one of our favorites for last. We're gonna go over to 40K. We'll leave Sigmar for last. So 40K. What do you think we're gonna get for 40K?
Literally no idea.
I know it's so hard for this one.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not. I have an idea as for what I could say, but you want me to go first?
Yeah, go first so I can think of something.
We're gonna get the most basic bitch. Here's the next 3 battle tomes. That's it.
Yeah,
Nothing
maybe.
else.
Maybe.
I feel like they're so far behind on releasing them, which gives me hope that maybe we're moving to a 4-year cycle, which would be
That
a
would be
lot better
nice.
consumer friendly.
My goodness, yes.
But it's
That would be good.
I'm almost for certain it's gonna be that. Nothing special, nothing big, nothing flashy.
Yeah, I think they're going to release some kind of a Space Marine,
Some new Space Marine thing.
some new Space Marine. Yeah, that's my guess.
Dreadnought or not? Let's go with that.
Dreadnought or not? They haven't released any Dreadnoughts recently.
I think the new edition maybe one, but that was it.
Yeah, right. Because they had one at the starter set, right? So yeah, new Dreadnought. Not for 40K. I don't think they released too many.
Yeah.
So.
And like, tell you what, I'm gonna take a swing here, just a little bonus here, that they put in all the 30K stuff that they took out back into 40K. And they decided to start having fun again with their fucking game.
Yeah, well, since we're going on a limb, I'm gonna say they're gonna release whole special models for Iron Hands.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, by the way,
They haven't released any new Iron Hands models in forever. So,
Forever,
or
yeah.
maybe like a kit to make your units Iron Hands,
an
or
upgrade sprue. Okay, that
upgrade. Yeah, something for Iron Hands is my guess.
I do have to
It's
ask.
kind of a meme at this point.
You're fine. I do have to ask, because it popped up last night when I was doing my Horus Heresy game. When is Fithammer going to have a Horus Heresy army?
When?
The Saturday box is ripe for salamanders,
really cool.
I feel.
It's really, I mean, if I were to pick play an army in 40K or 30K, that's Space Marines. It would be salamanders.
Right.
I already do have a 40K army, so I don't know if there's a pool to play 30K, it might happen. It's not the way I've been doing my hobby lately is I've been sectioning it off every 3 months. Here's my hobby commitment. Here's what I'm going to do. I already have a commitment for this 3 months. So
Right.
maybe next 3 months. So before end of 2025 or early 2026, if there is a desire to play it, because the way I hobby is I hobby
Two goals.
to goals and to play games,
Right.
right? I don't want to paint an army and not play with it. So if it's fun, if people are playing it, yeah, maybe.
Well, we'll see what the new edition looks like. If not, we'll play the old edition, which is fine.
Sure, sure.
But that said, I we finished our game last night. I'm getting ahead of myself on it. Everyone was every single person there. There was a nice little 3 versus 2. It was
Yeah, yeah.
4,000 and 4,000 points. Every single person. First thing out of their mouth. I like this better than 40k.
Mm,
So
mm.
we'll see.
Yeah, and I will say I do really like the giant pauldrons.
You do. This
I
box is going to
actually.
be easy accessibility, and it does fit the Salamander's themes. I think he made him. I think he made the Saturn Night Armor. The
Oh, that makes sense.
I
Yeah,
think he. I don't know the lore specifically, so let me know in
yeah,
comments below and get mad
right.
at me or something. I don't
But
know.
a lot of people are split on it, and I'm one of the people who really likes it. Like really, really likes it.
I say I don't hate it. I just look at my Dark Angel army and go, that doesn't fit what I'm after. Except for
Right,
that Dreadnought. I might buy that Dreadnought separately if I can find
right.
it.
It doesn't fit every army aesthetic, but with salamanders, chef's kiss,
Absolutely,
perfect.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out to more Warhammer right there.
100%.
All right, last up, Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Our big boys. Now
Hmm.
they it seems like they're teasing a lot.
Well,
Seems like
the most recent release was
you did,
Karajon,
yes,
right?
but you didn't watch the video where they're talking about big hats.
What?
The video that you
Hear that?
missed because we started recording before you could watch it all. They keep switching hats. So big hats. They keep saying big hats. So
Oh, I am seeing the hats now.
yeah, what are you thinking? Where are we at? What are you guessing?
There's no, I mean, we know we have a mutual friend who'd be very happy if that's true, but obviously Chaos
He's in full
Dwarfs.
belief of it. I'm gonna shatter his
Well,
dreams after this.
obviously Chaos Dwarfs.
Okay.
So, and they're saying big hats.
Yes.
Okay, okay. They could be talking about elves, right?
That's what I think.
Pointy big hats, and especially their hats were ridiculously big recently. But that would be so mean of them
Yep.
because which army is known for having ridiculously large hats almost the size of their body?
You're right. It's absolutely Lumineth Realm Lords, and we're gonna get the Tyrian side. The Tyrian side. This is my belief.
Yeah.
The Tyrian
Oh
side,
man,
which is the Phoenix Dragon side of
that
the
would suck.
Lumineth Realm Lords. Big hats, fire, boom. Here we go. Oh hey, Underworlds. We got Malarian. Great. Here's Tyrion on this side. Hey, oh,
Right.
you know what? Let me just reverse the old world stuff here. Chaos Dwarves are in old world because that's where they belong anyway.
Honestly, and the thing is, Matt would be happy with it anyway.
Yeah, he's gonna play in both.
Right,
That's his
right.
army
Oh
for
my
both.
goodness, yeah. I really do hope Chaos Dwarfs. I really appreciate Chaos Dwarfs, and if they do them justice, I honestly would be considering starting them in AOS because I really like their aesthetic.
I think Chaos Dwarves are happening regardless. It's just
Yeah,
Sigmar or Old World we don't
right.
know. I I'm betting on Lumineth
That would be
for Sigmar.
so
Yeah,
mean. That would be so mean,
so
man.
good. I would love it. I would respect GW so much more if they did that.
I hope it's Chaos Dwarves in AOS then, or maybe an Old World.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well, Chaos Dwarves do exist. We have pretty reliable confirmation that they exist from rumors,
Yeah.
and they just don't know where they're going. I
Well,
think.
we've had things in the like lore snippets and like
Oh, sure,
maps
yeah,
of AOS where it's like very Chaos Dwarvy. So
right. But we also
we'll
know
see.
they 100% do exist in Old World too. You don't need to
Oh yeah,
allude to it. It's
yeah. I mean, they 100% exist in Old World. Like, there's no question. Yeah,
so you
yeah.
So you say Chaos Dwarves for Sigmar. I say Lumineth, and we throw the Chaos Dwarves over in Old World.
The thing here's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I hope it's Chaos Dwarfs in Old World. For this reason, I know their aesthetic in Old World.
Yes.
The reason I don't love some of Age of Sigmar stuff is they change the aesthetic too much.
Yeah,
sometimes.
honestly, Lumineth don't hit the same for me as High Elves. I like
100%.
Lumineth, but they're a very different hit.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's what where I was a little bit worried about them creating Chaos Dwarfs for AOS is like, I don't know if they're going to look very good, but I know exactly how Chaos Dwarfs is going to look in Old World.
Fair, fair. Okay. Well, there we go. Well, there's our predictions.
Hmm.
Tune in like 15 minutes whenever you see me and Neil actually review what happened.
Yeah.
Um,
If they do release Chaos Dwarfs in AOS, it might reignite my desire for AOS, not gonna lie.
I said the new GHB is not bad.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's better. It's better. I'll say that.
Yes. Yeah, let's stop there. It's
Yeah.
better.
All right. Well, that said, let's move on to some hobby time.
Yay.
So, Alex, I'm gonna bring a picture here of your beautiful hobby on your desk. What's going on?
It's such a mess, man. You asked me for the picture, I'm like, yeah, didn't clean everything up.
It's fine.
My hobby also works as because I don't want to record two podcasts with the same backgrounds because it's going to be confusing. So I
Oh yeah.
record in my office with you, and I record in my hobby room for Grimdark Games. But the problem is, in my hobby room, I record on my hobby table, so I always have to like shuffle everything and then put the computer on there.
I laugh because our podcast Strength Hammer is more hobby focused than fitness, whereas yours is the Grimdark Games is more fitness than hobby. I feel like you
Absolutely,
should reverse those setups.
that's a
Also,
very good point. That's a
also,
100% good point.
also, I'm not pushing this one as hard as you might guys are pushing since it's a business with Grimdark Games. Like you can phone this one in a little bit more. It's fine on your background.
Wait, what?
You can phone this one in on your background. Like
I don't understand what you mean.
you don't have to try as hard with me.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
We're
Well,
not
with you it's
making
easy.
money off this, and there's no plan to ever do it. So
Right.
like,
Oh,
just
dude, I just put my computer on my in my office desk where I always have it. So
that's fine.
with you, it's easy.
Hey, listen, I'm saying you could be in your back porch with your
Oh
phone out, being
yes,
like,
yes,
"What's
yes.
up?" And I'm
Well,
like, "Yeah, that's fine."
right. That's very fair. But yeah, my hobby has actually it existed. It's not completely non-existent.
Yeah,
So I built a 1,000 point force for a Vampire Count's army,
nice.
and I've used primarily zombicide models for it. It's
Ooh.
something I wanted to do for a very long time, and I recently got a new edition of zombicide, and the models look great. So I took a bunch of them and created 1,000 points list, and tweaked it a bunch of times to how you keep tweaking the list to make it exactly 1,000 points.
I know. Yep.
Yes, and I was like 998, 999. So now it's 1,000 points. I have it set. About a third of the army is now built and based with Flock and everything. So I'll hopefully finish the rest of the army, basing the rest of the army this week, priming it, and then eventually get to painting.
Is this your square based in Toronto GT army?
No,
Okay,
no,
all right.
no.
Just
This
checking.
this army is definitely going to be more of casual games or very laid back tournaments because some things have to be like, oh yeah, these are my zombies, these are my ghouls, these are
Oh,
my
okay.
graveyard,
Okay.
and they kind of make sense, but also like some things don't necessarily look like skeletons or like zombies. So it's definitely more of a laid back tournament or
Yeah, which
casual
yeah.
game army.
Okay, gotcha. No, those are always good to have.
Yeah.
Um, in hindsight, I wish Cathay I was doing that with Cathay, but nope, I went too far deep.
But yeah, it's really fun, and I've made a fun list with it. A bunch of zombies, obviously very zombie heavy because Zombicide is very zombie heavy.
Plus, dual purpose because bases don't matter in Zombicide, I imagine.
No, not at all.
Okay,
Yeah, and they look really nice on square bases.
there you go. They do. All right. Well, the hobby I'm going to share with this side of the podcast. So, the priming of the GW train that we built not long ago continues.
Very nice.
Actually, after this, gonna eat dinner and then go over and finish the rest of it, so it's all ready for painting. So
Very good.
that's a primary aspect. And then I'm also gonna talk here. A little picture of last night. Had a Horus Heresy second edition game. It was myself with my Dark Angels, well, supposed to be Mark, but he had to kind of bow out, so Carl stepped in
Mm,
his place. With some chaos, specifically Death Guard and a brass scorpion, because that's just what he had.
sure.
And in the opposite, we had some Titans with Quentin, some Dark Mechanicum
That's
with
right. Yeah.
Bobby, and then actually the game that was supposed to happen was me and Brandon in his oh, what's the one? Night Lords.
Night
But it
Lords.
turned into a big game, so we just had fun. We kind of played for 3 or 4 turns. Kind of reached a point. Like, didn't conclude the game. We just played and had fun, and it just kind of stopped when we were
Yeah,
done.
sure. It's
But
a bigger game too, and you don't play it very often, so like the rules would take a while too.
it took a little bit, yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
regardless, the nice thing is, me and Brandon were just like, so after vacation, we're gonna play our true game, but the books will be in, so we might fight through the new edition, see what it's like.
Yeah, why not? I hope
Yeah.
you like it, because if you like it, and I see people playing it, and it's a regular thing, be more interested in starting an army.
Well, if we don't like it, we'll play the old edition.
That's right. As simple as that. Yeah.
Whatever, I don't care. It's. Although I mean, I won't lie. I was talking to our mutual friend, World's Strongest Warhammer, briefly. I think the Specialist Game Studio is the best part of GW right now.
That's cool.
I think because they're more in line with what we grew up and know what GW is, as opposed
That's
to what
fair.
they've come with the modern company as far as game design goes.
That's fair.
And the game design, and it's very much old man yells at cloud, but I'm an old man and I'm gonna yell at the clouds. So
Yeah.
yeah.
To be fair, AOS and 40K do feel way more similar than like Old World and 40K or Old World and AOS.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that the proof of that is look at all of us. We would play Warcry, we would play Underworlds, and Kill Team a lot more regularly because it was ancillary to those games that we loved. Now that the games have kind of shifted, it's like, I just play Old World.
Yeah.
You know? But hey,
100%.
I have hope. I have excitement. I do look forward to getting some more AOS games in. I'm looking forward. I did pick up the Lumineth Realm Lords Manifestation. Not Lumineth. No, sorry, not Lumineth. Idoneth. Idoneth Deepkin Manifestation.
Right.
And then they're going to come out with the KO one, and I have the KO army, so I need the KO terrain feature.
Oh, that's right. I was like, Manifestation for KO.
No Manifestation. I'm still refusing to buy books outside of Daughters of Cain, but if it's an army and it's a piece that I could use that's not just a random hero or unit,
right,
I will buy it. So
no, that's fair.
Yeah, so those will be the next projects, as well as what you'll see when I talk about Neil, which is right behind me, all built and ready to go. Which, anyway,
I wonder what that is.
Oh no, I'm gonna sell it all right now. No, I'm kidding. I love it. I'm excited.
There's no way.
Nope. I'm gonna complain about his build process, though. I can tell you that much.
Really? Okay.
It was rough.
Stay tuned for that, guys.
Stay tuned, not for Stay tuned for complaining, but not anger.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Well, Alex, I guess we'll see you in a couple weeks' time. So, if you're missing Alex and fitness and Warhammer talk, check out Grimdark's Gains next week. But for now, it's gonna go over to me and Neil to wrap up this week before the Strength Hammer vacation begins, even though it's just me on vacation, but I'm the one that records, so it's everybody's vacation.
Yay. Bye, guys.
And I have returned with not Neil.
Yeah, because I have hair.
Yeah. But no beard hair. Matt's got the top. He can't do the bottom. Neil can do the bottom, can't do the top.
You pull one way or the other. It's
Yeah, or you just have too much like me and you get both. Very, very blessed. Matt, how are you doing?
Good, especially after, Thursday was a bad day to be a dwarf. Friday was a good day to be a dwarf, so.
Fair enough. Well, in honor of the dwarfiness and the fact that I'm technically on vacation right now, I'm going to crack a little beer in celebration.
Let's just say it's vodka.
There you go. Okay, we'll count that as vodka. Well, perfect. Matt, it's nice to have you on, I guess, as a guest. So do I throw a link to the last Big M Power Hour?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay. It's like, yeah, self shout out to our own channel, I guess.
Yeah, to our own channel here.
Different show.
Yeah, if I was still recording regularly, yeah, that'd be the thing. But yeah, no, pass.
Gotcha. And also, everybody, I want to apologize for Matt's mic. He has a new mic.
You apologize for my mic.
I'm going to apologize for it because I
apologize for your mic.
All of you have to deal with his mic for this show. I have to deal with it on Discord and just hanging out regularly. This man.
Well, considering that out of everyone I hang out with, you're the one that bitches about it. So
I literally, everyone else has been fine. Lauren bitches too. And here's the thing. I don't know why. Look at Matt's mic setup. It is worlds more classier and professional
Yeah.
than mine.
It's a real thing. Like I bought a audio interface and everything. I
I
bought new cables, new cords,
I bet there's something on that
updated all my
audio.
drivers.
I bet there's something on that mixer, just like a tweak or something you could do.
I mean, I've been messing with it for days. So
Can you turn off, try and drown out background noise for this one?
it's not on here.
Okay. Well, that's what's happening. It's blocking out background noise, and Matt apparently thinks you're background noise.
Well,
We're troubleshooting that. What's up?
I'm back reducing background noise. So there we go.
All right. Maybe put it in your mouth. I will see. Well, Matt, I have to ask, how is your lawn?
Raggedy.
Ragged?
Yeah, it's been raining nonstop, and it's too mushy to be able to support the weight of my lawnmower.
Gotcha. Well, it's. I was able to get a grass cut in, so people listening to the show will know that I recorded with Alex earlier in the week, and my yard was a mess because I'm going away on vacation here shortly.
Right.
So I was waiting to cut it, and I got it cut yesterday. Looks great, and then the rain came again. So, but my lawn is in better condition now.
Yeah, it's rained every day here for like the past month. So we've been. It's not long. It just needs trimmed.
Right. We'll get there. We'll get there. But all right. Well, with the lawn talk out of the way, there's a little bit of hobby. But before I show off mine, Matt, did you have any hobby going on recently, or are you just kind of like cruising until the
Yes.
new release?
I had a vacation recently where I stayed home, and I got the red done
Whoa.
on these 5 Chaos Dwarves.
Okay. All right. All right. There you go. And those are 3D sculpts, or not 3D sculpts. They're 3D prints, correct?
Correct. All printed by the one and only Neil.
Gotcha. Well, hey, see, Neil still represented, and we had some hobby from Neil, but we'll save that for the next episode he's on. He's been fighting a bit of a sinus infection, plus with all the stuff going on in summer with kids, he's been busy. So
Yeah.
So Matt has heroically stepped in here. Let you know.
As always.
As always. And Matt comes on, first thing we do is complain about his mic, right? We don't give him a break. Zero break.
No. Here, we'll just do this number here. What that?
That's actually much better. Oh, I got to put the...
Is that better? Yeah.
That actually is much better. I wonder... You know what? I wonder if there's some unknown directional thing turned on for it, because now that it's facing directly you, it's working.
Well, I mean, again, it was just right here.
Right,
I
and
mean,
it sounds like you're talking past the mic now. Literally in front of your face, that is so much better.
Here it is, right in front. We'll do that for you.
I'm sure that's going to be great.
Warhammers and Warhammies.
What's going to be great is whenever you have to do that while trying to play a game and your boom's in the way.
Oh, you're not getting this for Discord. That's This is for them, the people.
Yeah, it's like, no. All right, let me show off my little hobby here. So, Matt, you've seen this because you're in the chats that I'm in.
Yeah.
I have fully built my Grand Cathay army.
Yeah.
But wait. I also, yesterday before the rain hit, was able to get out and prime it. And I did a nice little black with a very heavy zenithal.
And yet, not painted.
Not painted yet. Nope, not painted yet. We will.
It's interesting.
Well, what do you want from me? It's
No, nothing. It's just I'm just saying it's interesting that you.
And suddenly your mic has dropped like 13 decibels again.
Right.
And it's back.
What you saw. Sorry. It's super dynamic.
It's very dynamic. I think it needs an exorcist, Matt. All right, actually, before we dive into the main topic, which, as you all know, is going to be the preview show, me and Alex did little guesses at what it could be because we recorded before it. Now Matt and I know what it is.
How'd you do?
Yeah, some good, some bad.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah,
On Monday.
whenever this is released.
Probably Monday.
Yeah, it's gonna be this Monday, 7 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. Anyway, there is a little bit of news I want to talk about here, Matt. You don't need to worry about bringing these up. You just need to react with me.
Yeah.
So they released an article on the 16th, so 3 days ago, at time of recording here. Just talking about the new Age of Darkness stuff. And there were some rumors going around with this that there's a lot of stuff left out of the game, like models, things like that. It's like, are we not getting rules? They didn't tell content creators that they sent this stuff out to. They're just like, here's the basics, which, whatever, that's fine. You know, get better at, I guess, communicating with that stuff, but whatever, that is what it is. The thing that makes me jealous of this, and I play Horus Heresy, but it's a side game.
Yeah.
Everything in the Legacy Army is supported with this, or Legacy rules for these units that they're, I guess, kind of done making or might be remaking, they say in this article. Okay. But they are supporting it all, and you can play them in official GW events.
Wow.
Right, and if you look at the Specialist Game Studio for Old World, same team. There's 7 armies left out that are right there that I can't use at official GW events, which is only like Warhammer World, so whatever.
Right.
I'm jealous, and also, it's frustrating. It's frustrating as a player. Like, well, how come they get it and we don't? Like, what's the big deal?
I mean, bolters will always they always pay more attention to bolters than bows.
I mean, yeah, you're right. But that does lead me to the next little thing here, little meme I popped into a chat not too long ago. And why it's frustrating that GW, the specialist design and the main studio, won't get their stuff together, because yeah, here's a little meme. AOS players buying Grand Cathay for Cities of Sigmar proxies, and the Ultimate players buying Hellsmiths of Hashut for Chaos Dwarf proxies. That is what's happening. That is reality.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I mean, so here's going to basically be the thing is, right now, I think they had no idea what Old World was going to do. I think this was essentially whenever Blizzard put out WoW Classic, and they were expecting everyone to play for a month and then get over it and move on with their day. I think they're so behind the 8 ball that while they're putting out the releases as they are,
yeah,
I think they're just trying to, instead of go minor patch, because we got that pretty good update, what people call 1.5. I think they're already trying to overhaul and go to a second edition a little bit sooner than planned.
Quite possibly. Who knows? I will. Well, we'll get to it when we talk about the reveals. And hopefully, the dynamicness of Matt's mic is working properly at that time, because it's rough, Matt.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Sure. This will be the last time you see Matt on the podcast till that mic works. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you grew up through the age of fucking modem and dial-up. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully that's the audience out here. People on dial-up. But yeah. Yeah. GW, just start, like, we will give you money. Matt, I literally today, my pre-order for GW was some 40-year-old trees. I know, probably like 20. Some trees and a flying porta-john.
Yeah.
We're willing to give you money. Just stop not trying to let us give you money because you're trying to make sure the money goes to the right place. Just take it all as one. That's all.
Right. Again, like, what's funny is, like, whenever it comes to, like, the Old World stuff, we're not even necessarily asking to do anything that would cost money. We're saying, let us play with your toys that we've already purchased from you.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. However, to the rescue a little bit. Our friends over at Square-based podcast. So mostly Val over there. I think he's the one doing this, but he has done a draft update to the Renegade Legacy Pack with the 1.5 updates in mind. So it's definitely out there on their webpage. As it is a draft, I think there'll be a final form. He's kind of like looking for feedback right now. So just shout out to that. Go check that out, because hopefully he can kill off that pack in a couple years' time, because it's all just supported once again.
Well, I'll tell you, whenever I saw that he was putting out the 1.5 version, I actually got a little nervous, because I think Chaos Dwarves are in an amazing place after the most recent update.
Dwarves in general are, I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But okay, let's move right on into the news then. Not news, the main topic, which is technically news.
Well, hey, let's before that.
Yeah.
Can we touch on KO a little bit?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it went up for pre-order at the time of us recording this today. So yeah, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah. Did you read the rules at all?
No.
So
I would say the only reason I have decided while I'm not buying stuff for armies that I'm not playing regularly outside of things like terrain that they're going to release or manifestations, because those are historically harder to get once they sell out the first time. So I'm just like, I will get it and paint it in my due time just to have it.
That's a pretty good policy. Yeah. So I'll be brief here. I think I know what they were trying to do, but I think they failed miserably. I think this might be one of bottom 5 battle tomes ever made for AOS.
Really? Okay.
So all shooting profiles got hard nerfed.
They were already bad.
Yeah, right. So they went down.
And that's before all the terrain that's now in the way that's obscuring.
Right. So this is essentially no longer a shooting army. So you have one.
But you say that, and since this is not a shooty game, that gives me hope that they're at least making your infantry better and the boats be a little bit more useful.
No, so the boats are worse.
Okay.
Both the frigate and the ironclad lost entire shooting profiles. The carbines are gone from both.
Okay.
So your only saving grace is Sky Wardens.
Oh, I hate the little balloon. I don't like the big balloon boys. I don't like them.
Not only that, it's not even the Endrin riggers, which have been historically good.
Yeah.
It's the ones that no one's ever taken. So what they do is they have 2 attacks, and they have 3s and 3s. I can't remember if it's Ren 1 or Ren 2, but then they're 2 damage. However, they have +1 damage on the charge. So now you're looking at a unit of 6 that on the charge, which you're supposed to be doing with the boat, getting in 3 damage, and then if you take Brock, he's still giving +1 attack to 2 units of Sky Wardens. Well, the Balloon Boy keyword. So you take 2 units of 6, put them in 1 frigate along with Brock, throw them at something, and now all of a sudden you have, 36 attacks at 3s, Ren 1, 3 damage apiece.
That's a lot of attacks.
Yeah, it's an incredible amount of attacks. So the Endrin riggers are anti-charge. So I can see a couple uses for them, but they're probably going to be too pricey. Now, the new units, the new unit that has the dual kit, there's one that's the anti-monster. It looks pretty much as worthless as we were expecting.
Well, monsters aren't really a prevalent thing right now in this edition, from what I can see, outside of a few armies.
Right. Well, so as far as that goes, this is where I don't remember if the unit has 2 guns or everyone has a gun.
Okay.
The gun itself is anti-monster Ren +1. And then the shooting profile is okay. I think it's 3s, 4s, Ren 1, and then I forget what the damage is. But their special ability is when in combat, you can roll 3d6 and move that many inches as long as you end in combat. Well, I mean, that would be okay, but their attack profile is trash.
Right.
So it's not like you can jet over a front line, get into a utility hero, and expect to kill it. If it's something weaker, if it's something lesser than like a Stormcast, you'll probably take it down. But if it's anything like another KO or Stormcast or greater, it ain't happening.
I feel like Stormcast are just very defensive anymore, though. So I'm
right. So, like I said, if you're fighting a Stormcast, just throw them out. Just keep them back on some objective in your place, and don't worry about what they're going to do. The other unit has a horrendous shooting profile. That's 4s and 4s, but everyone has a gun.
Okay.
So you're looking at 10 shots at 4s, no Rend 1 damage. But that's not why you're bringing them. You're bringing them because they can choose an objective within, I think, 12 inches. And then everyone within contesting range of that, you get +1 to hit them.
Okay, sure. So
So depending on
like
how much they cost, like if they're, I don't know, like 120 or something for 5, then it'd be useful to bring a unit.
hey Matt, try something for me real quick.
Yes.
Drop the boom a little bit. Now turn it so it's facing up like a normal mic. Now talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now it's still the same. Okay.
Right. So that's, so I can see them having a place. So if you like the unit, you can definitely fit it in. There's also something for the Thunderers. I can't remember what the bonus is, just because, I mean, the Battledom's not even in hand yet.
Yeah.
But there's a bonus if everything attacks it, then everyone else gets a bonus when they also attack the same thing.
So you could really you're shooty, but it's not just like I have all the shots in the world. It's like I can really screw up this one unit.
Right. So that's basically what it's going to boil down to, because I think right now, 5 Thunderers, I think the average DPR you're looking at is about 3.
It's a good thing that they didn't just change the entire game system with this new GHB, that people are going to bring a lot of multiple small units outside of a few instances like Daughters of Cain. I'll bring 20 because I need the wounds for survivability. It's
Right.
yeah, good thing they didn't just do that and make it so you have too many things to shoot in a game.
All the heroes are kind of watered down. The new hero, I'm not impressed with him, but we'll see how the game turns out. The terrain feature I actually really like.
I do too. I remember reading the rules on it, and I was like, "That's a pretty cool terrain feature," and it makes sense in what's going on with it.
Right. I think you'll see the good players. So basically, there's a anti-monster, anti-manifestation, and then essentially a bomb.
Yeah, and the fact that you can just do the bomb over and over again.
Right.
That's good.
Anytime these are removed, you put them back on in your next hero phase.
Yep.
So I think what you'll eventually end up seeing is, I could actually see someone bringing a unit of Arcanauts just to park on an objective, or a unit of Endrin Riggers just so they can get the bonus if you charge them, and plant that bomb right behind them or right in front of them.
Yeah, close enough that you get the bonus.
Way. Right. Because it's everything within 3 inches of that, it gets to try and blow up.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's kind of an interesting attempt. It's actually kind of how I think, it's a faster version of how I think they want the Hellsmiths to work, where you have that front line of melee and some support in the back.
I do wish the terrain feature had like a gun on it though.
That would be fun, especially if you had like an Endrin Rigger or a Endrin Master on it.
Yeah, well, it says like there is a guy inside of it, like a dwarf inside of it. But I'm like, yeah, just have one gun. Doesn't have to be a great gun, but like maximum range, can look through obscured, but it's 4s and 4s, 1 rend, 1 damage.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I mean,
call it a spike gun. That would fit dwarves too.
Right. Yes, I mean, I have a feeling the army is going to be in a really bad place. Considering that it's already in a bad place, I think it's probably, I'll at least say I think it might be an improvement compared to the index.
Hey, listen. Who knows? Everyone's looking forward to the upcoming dwarf release anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, let's dive into the big summer preview and Matt, high level. So bring it up here.
Yeah.
What did you think about that? Because it was big. That was a much bigger show than I expected.
It was a big day for dwarves. That's what I'll say.
It was.
I mean, where are we starting? Votan?
We're gonna go from the top down. So let's look at from the article. So Kill Team Tomb World.
Yeah. I mean, I always struggle with the pool from Death Watch.
Yep.
I've loved Death Watch so Death Watch was actually, whenever I actually started trying to get serious about the game and I wanted to do Space Marines, I couldn't determine what chapter I wanted, so I actually spent hundreds of dollars on those Death Watch shoulder pads that you could get special order.
Yep.
And I went on Amazon and I bought all the special bits for all the different armies and put them everywhere, all over the place. And um, so yeah, so seeing them in action and seeing them look as good as they do, makes it real hard, real hard.
I think my favorite thing about this kill team is you bring the list of all 10 of them, and before the game begins, you choose 5.
Right.
Which I feel
that is such a cool idea.
It's a very cool idea. It feels very powerful because like there's such a mix of weapons here and like individual rule sets that like it just feels like, oh, what am I facing? All right, I'll take the Horde Slayer and not the Head Taker. Just cool things like that.
Yeah, that I don't know too much about Kill Team, but I have a feeling that level of flexibility is going to make them bonkers.
Yeah, I feel it will from the few games I've played. Necrons, I'll be honest, I was kind of tuning out at this point because it was near the end of the show. And I don't care about Necrons, so they look neat. If you're a Necron player, I'm sure you're happy. Lots of Necron boards here, so I think that's probably the biggest win for the Necrons, more than the models.
Yeah, that's very cool that they got that much terrain and that much focus. It's nice to see. As much as I love the Imperium, it's nice to see a little less something else.
Yeah, some Xenos terrain features. So yeah, very big win. New thing, Tomb World, the dossier. So yeah, I mean it's a win. I don't hate Kill Team. I just don't play it terribly often, but that Death Watch Kill Team's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, Titus's helmet. Are you gonna buy Titus's helmet?
Nope.
Neither am I. It's cool.
Yeah, I said I don't know who it's for. I don't know what it's for.
I mean,
it's not like you can run out to Halloween Spirit and buy a Space Marine costume, at least not yet.
Yeah, I think the base it comes with is pretty nice if you want to have that display piece, but
I'd actually use that as terrain.
Actually, that would be great terrain. You're 100% right. Spray the helmet gold even. Biggest centerpiece. And the reason I was saying, like, it's cool. I'm glad they're doing it. Keep doing it. Like, if they did a Stormcast one, I'd probably be more interested.
Yeah, I agree. Especially if they did, anything KO or anything like that.
Oh yeah, just anything. The thing is, like, okay, yeah, Stormcast. Space Marines are high appeal and easy to sell everywhere.
Right.
The problem is, I know I can go online and find people who are cosplay prop creators and get one that's not Captain Titus, but like my Dark Angel one specific.
Right.
Probably for what the same price is going to be for this one. Actually, no, it's pre-order right now. Let's see. I don't know what the cost is.
That might $70.
Comes with a shirt.
Well, I mean, if you want the one that has the
stand, I guess, and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want the one with the stand, if you just want your helmet lying around, you can get that with a shirt.
Yeah, I'll say this. I don't hate that it exists, but it's definitely not something I'm gonna buy.
Yeah, like I said, for anyone that does like that, awesome. Have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like to me, I look at that, I'm like, whatever. Yeah. Now, if it did more things, like if it could do the whole thing where the top comes off and I have the grill, or I can pull the grill up, and it was more functional.
I'll tell you what.
And even if it was $220 at that point, a little bit more interested.
Yeah, if you raise that up to $200 and put a voice modulator in there, now you're talking. Now I'm. Oh, really? Huh? Voice modulator? Huh?
I could use that in the bedroom. All right, that's an easy one.
Suffer not the Xenos.
All right. Space Marines. I was actually very pleased about this.
Yeah.
So, first founding champions returning. So, Matt, tell me what you think.
Yeah, I think all the sculpts are top notch.
I think it was ones people have been wanting back again.
Yes. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I think it's interesting that we keep getting Lysander, and I think that's fine, but I wouldn't mind if they would put out the Imperial Fist Chapter Master, because now we have I can't remember his name. Doesn't matter. I don't play 40K. Not Rogel Dorn. Rogel Dorn's never coming back. So.
Gilliman in the line.
Yeah, Nope, not Gilliman.
Okay.
But I mean, now that we have the Raven Guard chapter master, well, the new chapter master.
Yeah, let's look at him real quick. The new chapter master, which, and everyone's like, oh, where's Shrike? Where's Shrike? It's like, oh, he decided to do something else, which, to be fair, is cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering your options were, he's either going to do something else or we're going to kill him off.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, he's still there. He's just part of this company now, and he just doesn't want to lead. So here's this new guy with 3 different heads.
Yeah.
And he looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, Shans, like whatever. Shane, we'll call him Shane. Like this sculpt is just as impressive as the Lion sculpt, I feel, which is probably my favorite 40k sculpt in the Space Marines range right now.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's like Lysander. I think Imperial Fist players are very happy. He's got a great storm shield. He looks good. But he doesn't. He looks like he should. Like if he was too ostentatious and ornamented up, I think that doesn't feel like the Imperial Fists. Vulcan Heston, like I said, he's just great. I I can already hear Vince complaining about him walking through fire and having fire on his backpack, even though it's Salamander's fire.
Yeah.
But he looks good. And I love, too, that they're giving them helmeted and unhelmeted options. And especially Vulcan. Yeah. I don't know which one I'd go for, because both look great.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the most characterful Space Marine heads I've seen.
I got to go. For me, like, I would have to go unhelmeted.
For
all of these guys. Yeah. I mean, like, personally, I think Lysander with the helmet does not convey...
He does not convey Lysander. No, you're right.
No. At least give him a special helmet. My God. Well, really that hard.
With Vulcan Histen, I would maybe even try to magnetize. Like, I magnetized the Lion. Oh. You could maybe magnetize that. Yeah, you're right. Lysander is what it is. Atheon Shan, you could magnetize that probably pretty easily.
I'm going with the Hood.
I mean, the Hood reminds me too much of Cypher.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I actually like the emo one on helmet with like just the grill.
Oh, that's too much.
I love that one. It's so crazy. I love it. All right, Iron Hands have a new as a first company commander, Kanak Var. I'm not an Iron Hands player. They don't excite me at all.
A little plain for my taste. A little plain. I like the new weapon.
But yes, 100%. The Tetsudo, is that what it's called?
No, I'm not going to try.
Yeah, but like a Japanese club.
Right.
Japanese samurai club. Like, it's so cool. And then the White Scars. Okay, here's the best part. The last time we got a White Scars character, he was on foot. And everyone's like, what the hell's wrong with you, GW?
Right. Why? Why would you even try to do that?
They have made up for it with this one. He's not only on a bike, he's on a jet bike, which are incredibly rare in 40k universe.
Yeah, I think this is probably the best out of the ones they showed.
I'd say between him and Vulcan are probably the two for me. I do like here on the side, he has trophies. It looks like some sort of human head, but also looks like a Drukhari head.
Yeah,
which kind of plays into like, well, the Jagati Khan went to the Webway to go fight some Drukhari and stuff. So hey, maybe he was close.
Yeah. Boy, I'll tell you, I thought we were whenever they did this reveal, I thought we were going to get Russ. I thought they were going to pull Russ out.
You're right. And then it looks like these characters are going to be, oh, is it? No, not characters. These are just extra. If you want to start this army because you love that character, here's some nice little army themed
new combat patrols for each. And I think they said immediately only the White Scar is going to be the lock for the new character.
Yeah, I see him in there.
He will be eventually by himself, but for right now.
Well, that White Scar, if you didn't have him in it, it wouldn't be a good combat patrol. It'd be too light on points.
No.
But very cool, very cool. I'm very happy. And to be fair, like as hard as it is for me to not want to start Space Wolves in 30K, it's just as hard for me not to want to do White Scars in 40K.
Yeah.
All right, little Black Library.
Yep. So they beat the horse to death, so they got a new horse, and they're going to start right in the head. That's
Well, thankfully the horse is still born of the last horse, so it's used to the beatings.
This was a horse built for beating.
I'm actually shocked. I think I was hoping to see, I might predicted a new Gotrek novel.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Ashes of the Imperium, it's essentially the Scouring. So what happens after the Horus Heresy? So the artwork is fantastic. The one thing I'm sitting here looking at is you have Gilliman and Dorn arguing while all the other like loyalist Primarchs are around. I'm sorry. I don't think any one of them is going to really just sit by the side as that's arguments happening. Like, seriously?
Yeah. Well, I think they all know that. I think they're the only two that are like going to try and point fingers. I think everyone else just knows, hey, what happened, and it was going to happen no matter what.
True. And to be fair, the rest of them are about to be off doing their own thing.
Right.
I do like that they have Dorn completely battle worn because he was just defending Terra as like the leader essentially, and the Gilliman he arrived fresh to just pound pound the shit in at the end. Is nice and clean.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I have no problem with them writing novels in this time period, but
Yeah, no,
I don't know if this is kind of the place where you start your new Horus Heresy. It seems kind of weird. I mean, I'm sure the writers are so good that they'll make it amazing.
Chris Wright's a good author. I have complete faith in him. Part of me, though, this first book, I think it's going to be the exact opposite of Bolterborn. Yeah, I think it's going to be just politics. It has to be just politics. I feel.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Which, hey, would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. The next up, some 30K. Here we go. We are saving the best for last. Like the last two, yeah. So we'll get everything else out of the way. All right, so really, I was curious what they were going to release here because we just had the new edition of Horus Heresy release. The community is completely split. I still like the old edition, but I bought the new books because why not?
Have you played the new edition yet?
No, I've not even really watched a Let's Play of it because like the preview articles were so confusing that I'm like, I'm just gonna wait to get this myself and then watch it once it's in hand. I think Rob over at the Honest Wargamer, he actually has the Honest Heresy, which could have been a better name, Rob. I'm not gonna lie. I like your content. You could have done better with that name. But I think he went through the entire rule book already, so I'm gonna watch his stuff on vacation here just to kind of see how it plays out. But I'll try it. If worst case, I'll just play the old edition. It doesn't bother me. Like I'm not gonna complain about it. I'll just do what I want. But I was wondering what they were going to release. So Mark II Assault Marines, very cool. Assault Marines don't really. It's so weird. Like the new Saturn 9 stuff doesn't intrigue me. Not that I hate it, but it doesn't feel like Dark Angel. Like I'm a Dark Angel, so it's like.
You don't. You got your Terminator armor.
Yeah, I don't need that. Maybe the Assault Marines just for something fun. I don't know, but like I got plenty of the hobby right now, so.
Yeah, that thing is like Assault Marines have never done it for me.
I like them in 40K more than I like these ones. I think
I'm not a fan of the turbines.
Yeah, I get it. Like, and I like that it fits the aesthetic of 30K, but yeah, it's not my thing either. But yeah. Next up, Legions Imperialis.
This is the one I was most excited for.
I know, Matt. You wouldn't shut up about it. Tell me what your favorite three things are about the Mastodon Super Heavy Assault Transport that's really small.
I mean, it carries so many little guys.
Like if it's so many bad little boys in here.
Yeah, I mean, I build my little Marines out of like toothpicks and whatnot, and I actually open them up. I put them all in there. I have them like doing little wrestle matches and whatnot.
This is one of those games where I think in like 15 years I'll regret never having bought anything. Like War Master or Epic or whatever.
So this might sound like I'm trying to do like a gotcha, like a prove a point thing, but this is a serious, legitimate question. Do you know anyone that is playing this or buying this?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Like I said, I bought the War Master book recently because my FLGS got in old stuff, and he sold it to me for like $25. And one of my other buddies picked up one too. You can't buy those sculpts, so we're probably just gonna 3D print them.
Right.
But a miniature version of a miniature game, I won't lie, does appeal to me. But there's also a part of me that says it's like, yeah, who is this for?
I really
Locally.
like miniature games. You know what I like more than miniature game? Super miniature game.
So here, I'll come back to us for just a moment. So one of my prior jobs, I was working in a lumber yard, which was fine. But in wintertime, it was cold and no one would really come in. So we had to look busy.
Right.
So especially at that time, that was 8th edition fantasy for me. Like Sigmar was just coming around. I was still playing 8th edition.
Right. Right.
So what I did, and this is the most nerdiest thing I think I'll ever admit to, even more so than just on my home table playing a game of Warhammer against myself, which is great. So what I did is I took grid paper and I pathed out like a 6x4 based upon the sizes of the squares, and I would just draw on some terrain. And then on the little side pouch, this was like a little binder keeper type thing where we could put our stuff, and that's where we take notes and leads and sales and stuff like that. So this was hidden in the back, and there's these 2 extra pouches where you could just put stuff. And one was essentially it was a high elf army that I was playing, and the grids would lay out, so it's this was exactly 5 wide, 4 deep type stuff, and I would write down what it was, and then I'd have an enemy, usually dark elves, because those were the 2 in my head most of the time, and I would sit there during the day, and on my phone I had a little dice rolling app, and I would just play Warhammer against myself on pieces of paper.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
That's how much that miniature minis games do appeal to me, but I don't know if I can find anyone that would play this with me.
Yeah, no, like I said, I mean, if this was if you had 2 forces and you wanted to play it, of course I'm willing to say yes, but I am not picking this up. Now, what's funny is I know 3 people kind of in my circle here in Pittsburgh that are, some of the old guard, and all they ever talked about was Epic.
Yeah.
Epic, or was it Epic or?
Yeah, it was Epic.
Yes, Epic. I'm thinking of. I always get Epic and Inquisitor confused, but yeah, Epic. And, oh man, they need to bring that back. They need to bring that back. Out of the 3 of them, guess how many of them picked up this game?
How many?
None.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the thing. And the other thing is too, is if I picked up this game, I would just be playing Dark Angel Space Marines probably. It's I could just play. But yeah. Actually, there was part of me, and this would definitely maybe have gotten me in at this point. My prediction for this was that they would release miniature Primarchs.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
Then I'd be like, I'm probably in at that point. But I don't think this is about characters as much as the other games. So,
I could see a world where we got hyper into Horus Heresy, and if we did a campaign, and literally you have a force that is Imperialis driving around the map, and essentially if I hit one of your regular army sizes, it just gets wiped out.
Right.
So that's why you would also have yours to be going after mine, and then we'd have these big battles every once in a while. I could see that, or some sort of narrative event like that.
Absolutely. I mean, that would be. To be fair, I think you and I would have to live closer because we could incorporate Battlefleet Gothic.
Oh,
yeah. But it's.
Right.
Still.
But yeah, there's no way I could see doing this as a standalone.
Yeah, not for our crew. Our crew does not do it. But hey, maybe we'll be surprised one day. Someone's like, I bought all of it. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll buy some too. All right. Let's see. We're gonna skip around a little bit. Let's do some Votann next.
Okay.
All right, so Votann, which I loved in the whole uh, lead up. They're like, this is the biggest release Votan have had since their launch. I'm like, it's the only release they've had since their launch, other than a kill team.
Right.
Like, I don't
Well,
know.
that makes it. Well, no. So remember, they got a store exclusive model.
Mm,
Um,
sure.
yeah, they got that. So this is the biggest release since launch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll say I was very confused by what I saw. Right.
Yeah, it's like having like I got really into the Votan lore when I was playing one at the Grand Narrative.
Right.
And I have a Votan army. It's going to be commission painted within the next couple months. I feel it's not a rush in the Commissioner Evil Bob. He's been backed up with other stuff, so I'm like, it's fine, not a big deal.
Right.
I will say a lot of the Votan players, because during that Grand Narrative, all the Votan players that I was like we're doing stuff with, they made their own Discord, and they still chat. They were excited about this. They were popping off yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm happy for that. The Votan players seem very like the true Votan players, not the tourists like me, seem very happy with this.
Well, that's one of the things is I think that's where it's different for us when we look at things from an AOS perspective.
True.
Where, hey, I have an army that has 4 heroes and 3 units. Go.
Yeah, like what?
Like all the Facebook and Reddit communities have been crying up a storm since they came out. Like, we don't have enough units. We don't have enough units. Whereas me coming from an AOS perspective, I'm like, you have a light vehicle, you have a medium vehicle, you have a heavy vehicle, you have
all your kits are dual kits. That's amazing. Yeah.
Right. I'm like, you literally have one of every single role you could possibly ask for outside of a super heavy, which you didn't get. So, like, I'm looking at the little ATV pickup truck, and I look at that. I'm like, oh, what the hell is your point? Why are you here?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, my favorite is the reverse mortars.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, I actually want to say I do like the Votan vehicles.
Then again, here's the thing: is I like all the sculpts, but like, there's nothing different. It literally like
I don't know what role this serves that the bikes don't.
Right. And like I said, at least with the mortar, I get it.
Yes, these earth shakers.
Yeah.
I kind of want to buy these and add them onto my commission of what I owe, because these are super cool.
Right. But then like the steel jacks, I think the sculpts are cool, but
no.
What do they do?
Hate them.
You don't like them?
I hate them. No, I'd get the tall boys out of here. I don't like that.
Why do you hate them?
What?
Why do you hate them? Look at that gun. The gun is awesome.
No, but the long legs. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I just feel like in Votan society, like, even like, kin is kin. Like, doesn't matter if you're flesh and blood. But why did you make them taller?
The reason why they made them taller, so they can just shoot right over everyone else's heads. They don't have to duck.
I don't like it. I don't like these, if I'm honest with you.
I can see it. I can see it. But
I'm sure they're great. They're going to be the best thing, because I hate them.
Right. But what do they do that the Terminators don't do? And I don't remember their names. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's fine.
Touched Votan in a while. The heroes, I think the heroes are fine.
Heroes are very characterful.
The evaluator, he looks a little weird. He's a little weird for me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like. Well, it's like I see his eyes. I think he has like Bato eyes from Ghost in the Shell,
right?
Which I feel like don't make the glowiness of it. Just make them solid, and it will look better.
Yeah. And then of course we have the Thrice Devoured, who's probably one of the coolest heroes that I've seen for a long time.
Yeah, just in general. And they called it out on stream, thankfully, because like, yeah, the old rumors that they've done in like narratives in the past was like the squats were eaten by Tyranids. So it's like, here's the joke.
Which I loved.
Yeah.
I appreciate them recognizing it so much. But yeah, like I said, I'm glad to see them get more stuff. We'll see if what sticks, what stays. But honestly, like, it didn't check any boxes that didn't already exist. Like, at this point, they basically needed the super heavy, and then they started needing hybrid units, which who knows whether these are or aren't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the character killer here is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guess outside the steel jacks, all the sculpts are really cool. So I don't feel it was a miss. I'm just like, I can tell that I'm a Votan enjoyer, but not a Votan enthusiast.
I have Votan right here, by the way.
I know. Well, yours are within reach. Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah. I finished the first. Um, I finished the hunters, the Jaegers for the kill team, and
Mhm.
this is the other kill team that
Ah,
I was going to get to until Neil surprised me with the Chaos Dwarf army.
understandable switch. No, I get you. Um, all right. Next up, let's look at a little Age of Sigmar.
Okay, we going with the
The
new.
Death forces, the Flesh Eater Courts, and the Night Haunt.
Yeah. So as far as that goes, like
We knew these books were coming. That wasn't a surprise.
Right.
It's just here's the official announcement. I think the
Uh,
cover on the Flesh Eater Courts book is really good, by the way.
the cover of the Flesh Eater.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a little more going on in the background.
I mean, it's better than the KO one. Let's be honest.
Well, you don't like Aether Karen? Is that?
No, I don't.
Oh, she's gonna speak to your manager after hearing that.
That's
all right?
fine. I don't care. Listen. I don't accept her anger, therefore it's hers to deal with.
Yeah, I
I want
agree.
to see. I want to see a bearded dwarf on my dwarf stuff. I know there's female dwarfs, and that's perfectly fine. But give me a big bushy bearded dwarf, all right, or a helmet. That's fine.
It's very ugly art. It's very ugly art.
Yeah, it doesn't look like dwarf. It's like that's anyway.
No. So we have the High Falconer Felgrin.
Yep.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting that we're at the point where they're running out, not running out of ideas, but like, how do we make this Flesh Eater guy so unique and different? Let's put clothes on him. I'm like, okay.
Well, to me, it's the face. It's the face and the hair. Like that's what's not fitting for me.
Like, why is he in the windstorm and no one else is?
Right. I love the idea that like this falconer is just picking up dire bats and like
Yeah.
feeding them brain out of an open skull. Like
Yeah.
the idea is really cool.
Right.
But like I said, the sculpt itself, maybe spend a little more time in the oven.
I'm just wondering what he actually is gonna do.
Yeah, that's gonna be the other thing.
Like, what's his purpose in the army that doesn't exist already?
Right. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, if he does something, I could see him doing something like, I don't know. I guess it'd have to be a debuff. I was gonna say like if he did something like the toads in for the pterodactyls in Seraphon, but no, that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay. It says here, he spots weaknesses in the enemy force, so maybe he can get like a minus modifier on a unit per turn.
Yeah.
And his delusion empowers lowly commoners and beasts to march to Flesh Eater with. So maybe he gets a buff to the fell bats and stuff like that. The big bats.
Maybe. And of
Watch,
course, everyone's about the new spearhead.
Yeah. Well, watch. He'll buff the zombie dragons or something stupid too, accidentally. And
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Spearhead.
I have nothing to say about spearhead. So if you have something to say about it,
Nope. Looks like a
You
good
play
spearhead. I played a couple games. Well, the original when it first came out. It was
Right.
fine. I did not hate it. I didn't feel it taught me Sigmar. I thought it was its own kind of unique
Right.
game that was still good. But it's one of those things where I'm not as much of a skirmish guy. I'd rather play a full army game, so it kind of just
Right.
went to the wayside. Not for any sort of negativity. It's just
It's not preference.
non-preference.
Night Hunt cover looks pretty good.
See, I think the Night Hunt cover looks pretty bland and like,
I mean, I think it's better than Flesh Eaters. Flesh
Okay.
Eaters literally just a guy just standing there. At least this guy's attacking.
He's just a guy floating there.
And on top of that, it's also it's kind of a new way to I guess a new perspective to see Night Haunt. So you can kind of see the glow coming from inside.
That's true.
So
yeah.
I think it's kind of cool.
That's true.
Alchemist, much cooler than Falconer.
Yeah. Especially the whole backstory that he was like a snake oil salesman
Right.
who like hurt people with the snake oil sales. So Nagash is like, cool, you're gonna keep doing that, but it's actually gonna hurt them now actively.
You're actually going to preach what you've been selling. Yeah, like I said, hopefully these books come out soon so we can get on to the new one we got coming out here in a little bit.
Exactly. And once again, the spearhead, which this spearhead looks so bland. I don't know. I've played Nighthaunt many times. All I know is they ignore my rend, and that's all I hate.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, whenever it comes to me playing against Nighthaunt, it's always just let me know when I need to roll dice, and I'll just sure.
Yep. All right, let's check a little Underworlds before we get to the true AOS excitement of the day.
When do you want to do Old World?
No, well, Old World's last.
Oh, okay.
Best for last.
Best for last.
It to me it is because of the two books. Anyway, Underworlds. So Spitewood. I don't
Yep.
play Underworlds. I don't care about this news set or what it says. I care about the fact that we got more Kurnoth, Centaur, Wood Elves,
Right.
and Chaos Dwarfs.
Right.
Like this is a set where I'm like, do you and I split this, Matt? Not that we want the Underworld stuff, but just because the models in there.
I'm definitely picking it up to get the Chaos Dwarves just because I already have the Chaos Dwarf Blood Bowl army. I have a Chaos Dwarf Old World army. I'll have a Chaos Dwarf AOS army. Spoilers if you didn't pay attention to anything at all yet.
Yeah.
And then I'll also have a Chaos Dwarf Underworld's Warband. So, whenever I eventually get the army box, I'll also have an AOS Warcry army as well.
You will. I know, like I might throw a couple bucks your way to buy just the Kurnoth part of this from you if you're not wanting it, because I love them. I love that. I wish they would bring this back as full army part or full part of the army. Like especially too, like we get the spear elf, we have the axe elf, and we have the bow elf all centaured up. Love it.
I cannot tell you whenever I was working the store how many people came in saying, "Well, that means with the Kurnoth are coming next edition, right? We're getting the Kurnoth soon, right?" People want this army like 8 years ago.
I don't even want it as its own army. I want it as part of Sylvaneth, and you just give me one dual kit unit and one hero.
Right.
That's it.
Give me right. Like I said, I mean, and it's what's funny is the army desperately needs that power level.
Oh my god, like a nice little pseudo cavalry. Like here's bow cavalry, and then here's like melee cavalry with these guys.
You have right now you have your sprites and you have your dryads that do nothing. I mean, the sprites. Don't get me wrong. They
do something. Yeah, I've never picked them up. I'm like,
them
that's fine.
Jumping around the board, they're very good at what they do. But if someone actually pins them down in combat, they're done.
Yeah.
It would be nice to be able to have something here where you can go, hey, I don't need to throw a whole Kurnoth Hunter unit in. I'll throw in these centaurs. I can throw in a unit of, satyr bow elves or whatever. And like I said, I mean, it's just, if they want money.
Really, it's just as simple as give me one dual kit that's a melee option and maybe a bow option. Or actually, heck, give me one that could be a bow option and a magic option, and then give me a hero.
Yeah.
That's it. And that hero could be two different types. So maybe like a named one that's kind of neat, or maybe like a non-named one. Like that's all I want. You add that to Sylvaneth, I will buy them right away.
Absolutely.
But okay, like I said, I will be looking to add these, especially since I know you're gonna be buying the next one. So tell me what you love about this. Just the sculpts. I know we got the whole army to look at next. But
yeah, like I said, I think it's pretty interesting. They we got the Slitta callback, which again put him in a different paint scheme other than brown. That's but again, it's like they literally just took the quintessentials of the army itself and really let them be individuals to stand out without looking like just crazy.
Yeah. I think it's weird. I look at the guy with the banner that's on screen right now, on the left. There's no real, like, he has like maybe a neck beard at best, and I'm just like, that's fine. He looks like a dwarf. And I look at the guy in the center, and I'm like, I wish he had some sort of facial hair. I don't know. He's the only one where I'm just like, I just wish he had some facial hair. Everyone else looks great.
Yeah, and then just to make sure we mention it here, they did announce the new 4 boxes or the The new boxes for the Order, Destruction, Death, and Chaos.
Yes, as well as the stuff. So we got
Uh,
Xander's True Seekers, more importantly, the Shadeborn.
Yeah, well, so like the thing is now that you really can't use these in AOS anymore, the value really goes down outside of just liking the sculpts.
Right. Yeah. Like I bought the Shadeborn and I've never played with them in Underworlds, but I bought them because it's
I
Daughter's
actually
Kane.
played against a couple people that brought them, and they were actually pretty good.
I have no doubt. Like I said, if it's Daughter's Kane, I buy it. But it's nice knowing that I now have a Daughter's Kane warband again. Because for a while there, I
Yeah.
didn't have any because they didn't make them in the new current set of rules.
Right, right.
This brings them back,
Yeah.
and I'm happy. In case somebody wants to play, I'm capable of playing now.
Yeah, yeah. I said, I mean, I think it's a shame what happened to where Underworlds is at this point. I
I used to like
it
it a lot
has
more.
to be on live. It has to be on live support.
I think the only thing keeping it alive is the fact that the sculptors are allowed to just make
Right.
great sculpts.
That's still my what I think as well. It all boils down to the simple fact that this is where they just let the sculptors go to have fun.
Yeah, like hey, you're in a break, go here. Yeah, I don't mind. And fact is that these 4-packs, they're pretty cost effective too.
Yeah.
If you just want
again, that was
a different side project, great thing for it.
right, and that was kind of the whole point of Underworlds to begin with, was the price point. You could literally for $60 get into a brand new game, 2 boards, 2 war bands, all the dice, all the cards, everything needed to play. And now I think they put it up to almost $100, and it's like, well, now
Actually, looking at this right now, the Destruction set, man, if you are a Gloomspite Gits player, buy that box because you will use Molog, you will use the Zarbek's Gits. You can sell the Hrothgorn's Man Trappers because that's a hero sculptor that you can sell that for like okay money, and then you will use Ripper Snarlfangs. Like, or if you're an old world player, buy this because you can use everything but that ogre. Who cares?
Yeah.
And the warband stuff. Okay, perfect. All right, now we're gonna do the main reason Matt's here.
Hell yeah.
The Hellsmiths of Hashut.
Yeah.
All right. So, holy crap. I want to say something right away.
Yes.
Because there's all those rumors that, you were on this little Big M takeover. Was this going to be a Sigmar army, Old World army, all this? If I look at these sculpts, these feel so far grounded in Sigmar, I feel that rumor was maybe not entirely true. These feel like Sigmar more than Old World. Not saying they can't work.
No, I agree.
But I'm just saying
I agree completely.
The aesthetics.
But I think the simple fact of the matter is the fact that they didn't go crazy is kind of what cruxes it for me, that they were going to come up with a new Chaos Dwarf army for Old World. Well, these were intended for Age of Sigmar.
Yes, these were intended for Sigmar, yes.
And I think someone put an earworm in the designer's ear, like, hey, maybe don't go crazy because these might go to Old World. Because, like I said, they're not Lumineth, they're not Caradron Overlords.
No.
These, you could make an Old World army out of this, and they wouldn't be too out of place against a Cathay army.
Correct. No, you are right about that. I feel they lean more in the Sigmar, but you're right. There is still that old toe, and yeah, we're gonna see people buy these and put them in Old World, and God bless them, they're gonna look great.
Right. Good luck fitting those on proper base sizes, but
that's gonna be a little rough, yeah. But up on screen is the Hellsmith of Hashut army set, which will come with the collector's edition of the book, all the cards, and what you see on screen here, which is that beastly Taros boy, their new war machine, a leader, and some foot troops, right?
Right. So this is going to be your spearhead box.
Okay.
So there's going to be there's 16 war scrolls for AOS. So whenever you see that it says there's 32 war scrolls total, 16 for AOS, 16 for
makes sense.
For I think it might be Warcry or Spearhead. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, sure.
So now, So okay, so I'm going to start off here. I will be, while we talk about this, hypercritical.
Okay.
It is
Matt's gonna be hypercritical. He's buying all of this.
right. So I'm just saying
keep that in mind.
this is exactly me. So I want to preface this. This is why I'm prefacing this. I love this army. I love it to death. It is what I hoped for, and I could only be slightly happier in a couple places.
Okay.
That all Chaos Dwarf players or people that were hoping for the army agree. So like, but at the same time, you gotta, it's like criticizing the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
It's a masterwork, but even then, there's still things you can point out to. So now I'll just say, out of immature spite and jealousy, our trailer was nowhere near as good as your trailer that you got.
Nothing has beaten the Daughters of Cain trailer ever.
I was really hoping for something there to like put it on even ground.
I don't know what it is. That has been and proves to be the best trailer for a new army release. Period. They've not topped it. Yeah.
I love how they're like leading with this trailer. Like, you didn't really do anything. You just took a camera and just panned. Like you just
Exactly.
But okay, so to kind of go over things. So in general, like I said, this is one thing that's interesting. Is like, I think because it was 10 years of waiting. Maybe not 10 years of waiting, because you could use the old Chaos Wars at first, but of course you couldn't buy them. Like, I think everyone, at least myself, was expecting like to be completely blown away, which after Lumineth, I realized I don't want.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So these guys, to me, the sculpts come in at a 7, so well above average. Anything an average wargamer could ask for, but there's nothing that like I'm floored by. Does that make sense?
Agreed. I think, actually, I'm looking here. I think my favorite model set here is the musician in this little infantry squad. Where it's a guy,
everyone's gonna like him.
Guy with a mace hitting a gong that the goblins carry.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, so far right now, my favorite sculpts are the Demon Smiths and the War Depot.
Yeah.
Just because those are so on the button Chaos Dwarf.
Oh yeah, yeah. They fit very well.
And so here another real quick negative that has no bearing on anything and has no draw from any score whatsoever. However, this army probably does win the award for world's worst default paint scheme.
Oh, just the bronze. You don't like the bronze?
Brown and purple. Woo!
Hey, they did show some alternate sculpts. Let's be true.
They did. What's funny is
ultimate paint jobs, I should say. Sorry.
With the alternate color schemes, every single one is miles better than the one that they went with.
I will agree.
But like I said, that doesn't take away from anything.
No.
If anything, it makes me feel better whenever I bring how they're supposed to look to the table, and I go, "It's my own scheme."
Yay.
But yeah, like I said, the thing I absolutely love about this is this army is literally going to have more units than Fire Slayers.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Up until this released with KO, not including the terrain feature, but including the new dual kit, the dual kit puts them over.
Oh, okay.
So an army that's 10 years old and an army that's 7 years old, both barely, one's beaten and one's not.
Right.
So come on, GW, let's maybe spread that love around a little bit, huh?
Just a little bit more.
But yeah, so on to Chaos Dwarves only. I love these sculpts. The only thing that the only criticism of the sculpts themselves that I can give is the same thing that I think a lot of people are going to say. Some beardage is missing in some of the places, and like some of them that have beards are a little lacking. I'd like to see a little bit more of a beard, but it is on the rank and file. You're not going there for the rank and the file. You're going there for the heroes. You're going there for the special units. You're going there for the GD mortar.
Yep. Or missile rocket battery.
Right. Which also I love because that is they essentially pulled that name almost directly from the old profiles.
Gotcha.
Death
Okay.
Streaker rocket. I think it was Death Streaker rocket launcher.
Yeah.
It looks great. I wouldn't mind a little more detail in the front just because I'm a little nervous as someone that doesn't do blending very well.
Yeah.
I think that whenever I paint that, it's going to look a little bleh.
What you do is you just put some dwarf transfers on, like tiny dwarf transfers, and little lines through it as if it's like their kill counters.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Where do you stand on the... oh, sorry, go ahead.
The Dominator engine?
Yeah, it's like, where do you stand? Melee or ranged? I like the melee.
Melee.
Yeah,
melee.
he just looks so cool.
he's gonna fuck some shit up.
Yep.
Now I have a prediction, and this has no bearing on the sculpt. I think the sculpt is awesome, amazing, top notch. I have a feeling this is going to be the profile that you are not going to see on table.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, what's his face? Thankful.
Right.
Just like imagine just these flame cannons just hitting massive waves of units.
Right. I mean, that's the thing is like, unless this is going to be I can't remember the name of Light of Ethereum. What's
Altharian?
Litharian?
Altharian, yeah.
Altharian. Unless he's going to have that profile, he ain't showing up on that table.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the Demon Smith, just so cool. The simple fact that he comes to this dual kit where you can make him either the priest or the wizard.
Yeah.
The lore behind the priest being the only one that can have a hammer
is super cool. Yeah.
That is so amazing.
Like they don't like hammers.
I love it. That's such a like.
It's
I
a
love
small
whenever
twist.
they think about stuff like that.
Well, it's like, hey, we're going anti-dwarf in a way that's very dwarfy.
Right.
Which,
right.
Yeah.
We're gonna hate dwarves in the most dwarfish way possible.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with these centaur dwarves, like the bull centaurs, like spot on. The anointed, I think, are I'll have to see them in person.
I think they're neat.
Or I'm sorry, the
Infernal Razors.
The Infernal Razors.
Yeah, I like the Infernal Razors. Sorry.
I mean, I'll have to see them in person. But I think the Infernal Razors are the range units. Sorry, I'm looking ahead.
Okay,
here.
okay, sorry.
So Bull Centaurs are the regular guys. The Anointed Sentinels are the guys with the helmets. I have a feeling they're going to be the bodyguards.
Yeah, I like the Bull Centaurs. I like to think that those helmets are purely fused onto their heads now permanently.
I mean, hopefully that's what the lore is.
Yeah.
And then we have our ranged unit where we have the choice of massive ass cannon or flamethrower. So choose your way of committing war crimes.
We just get both. Why not? Figure it out.
Now again, this is basically the unit with all the terrible beards, terrible beardage.
Yeah, these aren't the best beards out there for sure.
We got 2 out of 5 with
this one on the very first one here, with a little top knot dead center. That's an orc head that they just put on a dwarf body. I'm sorry, you can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah. Like I said, this one's probably the sculpt. I like the idea a lot. The sculpt is, it's fine. We'll put it that way. I don't dislike it. But like, I don't like the helmet, and I don't like the missing beards.
Gotcha.
But again, for me trying to be critical, we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're pretty milquetoast on the criticalness of it. You're like, that's fine.
Right. I absolutely love this unit of Hobgrots.
Yeah, they look they look good. They all look good. Like, it's really interesting. I feel like back in the old lore, all right, Hobgrots and Black Orcs were slaves to the Chaos Dwarfs. They were made and slaves to the Chaos Dwarfs. I don't care about
I
whatever.
believe the terminology one is non-voluntary labor.
No, slaves. It was slave. That's what it was. And I feel
Yes.
that they've taken that and be like, okay, how do we make sure that that's not viewed as what it's supposed to be? Because they are trying to change, and I get that. That's fine.
Right.
Let's give them actual clothes. And these Hobgrots look good in the clothes.
Yeah. Like I said, I absolutely love that. Well, so even in the lore, the Hobgrots. So I think it was in whenever they got the actual book in
Tamarkan's Horde.
Yeah, that one. That was where you lost your ability to take the greenskins, just the regular grots.
Right.
And so prior to, you could have Hobgrots, which are basically elite grots, and the Hobgrots were the ones that were like, you don't need to enslave us. We'll just work for free.
Yeah.
And I think they're kind of doubling down on that area where it's like, hey, if you don't kill us, we'll just help you out.
Yeah. Sure. But
But
that's
I
fine.
love them. I hope they're cheap because they're going to be so great to take like one or two of these guys just to put in front.
They're yeah, I mean the army writes itself like, hey, here's the chaff, here's the cavalry, here's the back line, here's the defense.
Oh, can I tell you just how happy I am to see again, like with the original Votan release, every single unit type that you expect to see and or could hope for in an AOS army, you got a check mark against that box.
Yep. Especially this nice little centerpiece down here. This giant Taros with a
I am
Uruk-Tar,
so
ancient
scared to paint this thing.
Talking about use your color shift paint, Matt. Move on with your day.
Oh
You
my
love color
gosh!
shift.
I'll probably do color shift on the cloud here, just because I can't stand those sculpts.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you could leave this one off. That one doesn't look like it's too integral to the sculpt.
We'll see. I'll probably see where we are. Like I'll probably put it on last and see like, do I like it on or off? On or off?
Yeah.
But yeah, just these large flat panels.
Yeah, it's very fascinating. Yeah.
It's now again, I'm hoping that what I can do, because like it's a little hard to see here. They showed some pictures on the during the live stream where you can kind of see on the large flat of the shoulder, there's all this little tiny script. And so what I'd like to do is like
I see it here a little bit. Yep.
Yeah, and just like highlight that with like green or something, and then paint over it to give it a little bit of a little something.
Yeah.
Because I really like using the warmer metallics like the brasses, the golds, the coppers, and I don't innately see a way to kind of intersperse them. It does seem like very large, flat, single pieces.
Yeah.
And like I said, I can see like putting in some like in the wings, using kind of some different color choices to break it up. Like I said, I think this is an amazing model. I don't think I'm going to make it look amazing. I'm very nervous about that.
I would say it's going to be. I think it's going to be a tougher model to paint than people realize.
Yeah.
Especially for Sigmar people who aren't used to this type of hard edging square armor. Yes. I do like the unnamed version of the sculpt. I like how the horn's going to have like a smoking horn, non-horn, and then the two sculpts up top. To be fair, because like there's the Damon Smith and the priest or whatever it is. There's one down here on the left. This is the first one without a beard that actually reads as like female to me. I think that's the problem with the other ones. It's like I don't know why. Like I see it, like I think it's probably the eyes more than anything else. Like showing it that way. But I'm just like, yeah, like I'm fine without that one without a beard, because that's probably why, like if it's a beard but it reads female in the eyes, I guess. It's a subcontext thing, and I don't care if you hate me for it, but like that's just the way it is.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's absolutely great that they give you the option to make it male or female. Yeah. So if you have a specific feeling about it one way or the other, you have that option.
And also make your own character. It's cool to have the both options in an army like this. Yeah.
I'm so happy to see this thing. It's going to look amazing. And again, if I paint up one and either can't stand it or it looks like trash, then I will. I might find the pull the trigger and commission something.
There you go. There you go. Then here's the regular Battletome book, and then
Yep.
yeah, that's about it. So
I'm excited to see. They did mention that there's going to be 2 editions of the regular
Yeah,
Battletome.
well-
There'll be standard and Gamers edition.
yeah, they're doing that for everything. So standard edition and gamers edition. But it looks
Have
like
you
the
seen the Gamers edition?
I've not seen one in person, but they've announced it for every book that's been out so far. It's just a smaller version format. It's a little bit more travel friendly.
Now, if they can only make it spiral bound.
If only. Um, yeah, so clearly Matt's going to buy the big box so he gets the collector's edition. Then he's going to buy the normal rule book just for casual reading around the house. And he'll buy the gamer's edition just so he has it, just for actual, tournament time.
Yeah, the standard edition will be for the the laboratory. That's
Exactly. Listen, wait a minute. When Daughters Can't come out, I'm buying each copy, so I can't complain. That's the same reason.
so. Like I said, as far as this goes, there is a
and
there is a note. Oh, good.
They're going to release free Warcry rules.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. I see.
Yeah. So so they do say in the middle of the article, but that's not all, and they talk about there'll be more to come from the Hellsmiths of Hashut a few months after the box drops. But first up, by the way, Hellsmiths of Hashut. Perfect.
Good name. Good name. Yep.
And then, of course, they show the rest of the kits they showed during the preview.
Yes.
Now, the one thing I will say, I don't know where to fall on my thoughts because that's a lot of additional things. And if this was normal GW, if we were not as far into 4th edition as we were, I would assume that is all the additional things we're getting. However, since we are in 4th edition, and every army to date has gotten manifestations and a terrain piece.
Oh, you're right.
I'm wondering if we're not at least going to get those.
I could see
and I'm
that.
holding out hope because there's only one thing that is truly missing from my heart to make this a complete army, and that is train.
Listen, I'm gonna buy you one of those wooden train whistles.
I have one.
Oh, perfect. Because yeah, you need one for sure.
What I'll need to do is I'll just need to spray paint it black and put demonic Hellsmith symbols all over it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, let's hope that would be a good thing to do, and if they make it robust enough, they don't need to like throw on like here's also an extra hero, which I mean no one's gonna complain. It's a new army. You can throw a couple extra heroes, everyone's happy.
Right. And the worst case scenario, if I just get a train model that fits on the Hellsmith on Tauros base there.
Hey, Matt, listen, you can make up your own rules and put a train down. I'll be happy. I'll play that. I'll play you all day.
Like I said, I think the only thing. Oh, good.
I was to say, I just want to say this too. I'm going to get the most amount of games of Sigmar in that I've had this entire edition as soon as you have this army in hand, because Matt's going to want to play it nonstop, and I'll be like, absolutely. You will do it for me for other stuff. I will throw my daughter's cane at you over and over again and let you stomp them, and we will have a great time.
That's one thing that I really like about the lore is they're dwarves, so they hate elves. They're chaos dwarves, so they hate dwarves. Like this is, every single one of us that plays an army, I can have a reason why my army hates your army.
Absolutely, yeah.
For every single one.
Yep.
And like I said, what I'd love to do is organize a doubles tournament and get Alex to bring his Grots and go with him.
Yes. Oh, of course, it's going to be like every time, like, all right, Alex, you line up in front and go. You just let him get slaughtered, and then you win the game.
Absolutely.
Love it.
So I said, so let's just assume that we are getting a little bit more that they haven't announced. What I'd like to see is a melee character on a Tauros.
Or just a melee character. Melee centaur character, actually, would be exciting.
Yes, if we got
that
was going to be the
other thing.
To have like a named level, doesn't have to be named, level of a centaur. So basically the old, I can't remember the name of what it was called, but the boss.
Right.
And then, like I said, I don't even need wolf riders. I think it'd be cool, but we don't need them.
Right.
I'd like to see Kadai come back, the Firebolt.
Ooh, yeah, that's good. Good call.
And I don't see it coming. I don't see it happening, but I'll say it anyways, just because it was one of my favorite things from old school Chaos Dwarves, Lamassu.
Yeah, you're right. Although I think your first prediction, I think the next thing you'll get for this army is going to be a terrain
Is it,
feature and manifestations. And to be
right,
fair, I think that would be enough.
no, so
This
I'll
is a
tell you
great
right
army.
now, if I don't get terrain and I don't get manifestations, that's awesome because I don't have to slug them around.
Yes. Very true.
If what we see here is everything that I get, I'm fine.
Yes.
Like I said, the only thing I want is that train. So hopefully someday in the future we get to see that. But if not, if it is what it is, I have a full army. I can play it, and it's more complete than Fire Slayers or KO have ever been.
Right. I do want to shout out here in the article before we go to the old world section of this preview. So in the book, they discover who or what a shoot is and how it relates to Grugni, Grimnir, Valea, and Gazul. Now, the two things I call out here, Grugni and Grimnir, we know about them. They're still around.
Right.
One's around, one's being found.
Yep.
Valea, I love, like, she died during the end times, and Nagash
Yep.
absorbed her. But there has been so many extra references that I'm like, ooh, a piece remains.
Yep.
And it gives me hope that maybe she's the thing that helps unify not these dwarves, but the other dwarves together a little bit better. Or she's the center point for whenever they finally recreate the depossessed into because Valea's hearth and home anyway. And that's what the depossessed are.
Oh man, I forgot about
Having
that. Yeah,
her be the focus of a new dwarf army like that would be just peak.
Right.
So that's a hope.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, at this point, after seeing this, KO and Fire Slayers are looking real ragged.
Yeah. But also interesting here, they mentioned Gazul. And I read that, I'm like,
Which one was him?
yeah, I did too. So I actually have the article up ready to go here from the warhammerfantasy.fandom, little wiki page. So a lesser ancestor god, Gazul's a protector of the dead. Even in time of the ancestor gods, Gazul pondered long on the mortality of his race. He was clanless, established dwarf tradition in venerating their ancestors, whether living or dead. He's also uncovered signature runes for himself and his siblings. That helps runes of power, essentially. It's gloomy, jet black hair, that sort of stuff. So he's the reason why the veneration of the dwarves are a thing. And if he's the Gazul, Lord of the Underearth, if he is somehow still around, that would explain how maybe he found the last piece of Alea.
That'd be really cool.
So
that's a great theory.
Yeah, just I like. Trust me, I love dwarf theories as much as I love elf theories. So we'll see. But like the fact that they mentioned these two, Valea and Gazul,
yeah,
as old world fan who still loves Sigmar, that is the most exciting thing I've seen of dwarf lore. Even to be fair, that's just as exciting because I'm not a dwarf player. I'm not a chaos dwarf player. I like this. I'm going to appreciate Matt's enjoyment of it. That's just as exciting as the rest of this reveal of lore implications. Please don't fumble it, GW. I'll come write it. I promise. I'll write it for you. I got you.
On a surface level, I was actually shocked that they were incorporating Hashut as one of the dwarf gods as opposed to one of the chaos gods.
Well, I think they kind of have to at this point just because there's too many.
I agree.
Too many chaos. Now with the rats
too
there.
Many chefs in the chaos kitchen.
Yeah. Plus, also like they talk about him being shunned. I like his like updated lore that he's like about the.
Oh,
beast
I like it too.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Yeah, I agree. I really like it because again, like this is my way of being able to be a chaos player without actually being a chaos player.
Right.
Because they're like, hey, that's a pretty nice demons you got over there. Can you want to have them come over for a sleepover?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I guess. Turn them into a powder.
Guess what? I'm going to snort you and shoot you out of cannon. All right.
We're going to do lines of demon coke. Woo!
I look forward to seeing this army in both Sigmar as well as Old World.
Oh, yeah.
But speaking of Old World, I need to click the right button. Dear God. Nope, there it is. Old World. So we had a preview for Old World, which at first I thought was going to be kind of lackluster because we've been waiting to see like what's next. Right. Like we're we got a complete game system. The world is our oyster right now. So like, hey, we got some new Tomb King sculpts for some Tomb Kings and priests and all that sort of stuff. So like on horse, which that horse looks really good, and a new BSB, which thank God the old BSB was just a nightmare of heaviness up top.
I am absolutely shocked. I'm absolutely shocked we didn't get rank and flank skeletons.
Yeah, or like updated Tomb Kings. I mean, I don't mind this. I think character like upgrade like I'm trying to think. A lot of armies have had this kit for both lords and heroes and mages and archmages, which we see here, a BSB and a horse version and a horse and foot version. So like this is one of the armies that doesn't have that. So seeing it hits all the right notes for me still.
Good.
I love it. I've technically kit bashed mine on Skeletal Steed. Doesn't look nearly this good. And then Lich Priest. I also have a kit bash Lich Priest on foot. So I don't need the Lich Priests, but I might pick up the Tomb King guys. Just to add to the army, because it's Tomb Kings. It's an easy, fun paint scheme to put together.
Yeah.
But these sculpts are amazing.
It's pretty easy to paint and get together.
But like, just seeing what modern sculpting can do to these old lovely things is just amazing.
Well, that's one of the things that's like, it's been, in my opinion, it's been a double-edged sword to see these new old world sculpts. Because honestly, like this is kind of the direction I'd like to see AOS go. And it just shows me that they're capable of doing awesome grounded sculpts, and they just choose not to.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's like there's a point where like a lot of Age of Sigmar armies are, hey, here's the core concept of this army, and we turn the specific piece up to 11.
Right.
Which is fine, but also it sometimes feels like they're having to just push to push.
Right. When everything's at an 11,
nothing's at 11. You're right. Yeah.
Right.
And to be fair, I like these better than any of the new death sculpts I've seen.
Oh yeah.
These are better.
Yeah.
You'll probably see these in Sigmar, and that's fine.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm telling you, like, in my opinion, this is going to be a hot take, and I'm sorry to go back to AOS.
You're fine.
AOS needs this army just because they need someone that isn't under the thumb of Nagash.
Oh, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. A Setra return would be so amazing, and he's out there. He's not destroyed.
Right. Right. Just Setra shows up and just like, you know what? You're not the only one that can, have undead people. And
yeah.
And yes, I understand he's the complete ruler of death and he's everywhere and always blah, 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 blah.
No, but Setra doesn't care. Setra don't care.
Right. Right. Like I said, that's one of the things whenever they first came out with the Soul Blight, I was hoping that what it was a vampire, like, usurping Nagash's rule, but no.
Yeah, you're 100% right, just for story's sake, but also the reason I don't have hope for that is not because of the internal fighting between those two studios, but because I feel Games Workshop has kind of taken a backseat on the lore for Sigmar in this current edition.
Well, I think they're focused on the overall lore.
Yeah, I guess I think a big part of it too is one is the release cycle. They're being told what to do, and there's not enough time.
Oh, I know.
I want a longer. I don't want 16 years, but I would like 4 to 5 years.
Yeah, I was gonna go 5 to 6. So
I think 5 would be plenty, but also too, I think they need to take some of these armies. Like, you come out with the new Malekith, Valerian, you better put them with Marathi. Just make that one book where I can have 2 separate armies if I want. Make your lives easier.
We need some bigger. The armies need to have a little bit more unit choice as opposed to more armies.
I think you and I are in complete agreement. If you gave me KO and Fire Slayers and even Depossessed, as long as you keep them in one book, I'm more happy as a dwarf player than I've ever been in this game.
Right. Because again, like I said, I mean, one of the issues that a lot of people have with these smaller armies is they get trounced. It's either they get trounced by the armies that have more unit selection, or there's some sort of trick that they figured out that they're a nightmare to play against.
Yeah. But we have hopes, but regardless, let's
Yes. Yeah, these models, these sculpts are all awesome.
all amazing. Yes.
Now, explain to me why. Explain to me these arcane journals.
Right. So I think actually at this point, I think Arcane Journal is going to be a poorly used name. Like it's what they're using as a expansion to Old World.
Mhm.
Every Arcane Journal we've had so far has been an expansion to an army, specifically
okay,
an
so
army.
this is general.
So these are a little more general. So we have the first one, the War of Cetra's Fury. So we have a new Arcane Journal describing Cetra's full-scale invasion into the border princes and vaults, the mountain ranges to the south of Bretonia, and efforts of some unlikely allies in resisting it. It's a 48-page supplement packed with lore behind the Tomb Kings. You'll find rules for mounts for Kemrian characters, the incantations of the mortuary cults, and various armies of infamy. So multiple armies. This is a specific story, narrative battles, like within the setting we have, and we're going to get armies of infamy for dwarven slayers, border princes, alongside rules for smaller bouts of Warhammer: The Old World. So this is not just a Tomb King focused arcane journal. This is a
That's where Fire Slayers were going.
hopefully. I'm fine for that. But arcane journal is going to be like the hard part that we have to kind of get around mentally because they've always been about
They
expanding
need to
an
come up with
army.
maybe a new title.
Right. This is going to be focused on Cetra, but
Right.
it's going to include armies within the setting. Think of these more like the end time books that we used to get, where there was multiple battles and multiple army entries and how we could play with it in there. This is going to open up so much more than any arcane journal ever has. To me personally, I feel it is. Like I don't even if you don't play Tomb Kings, but you play Slayers or Border Princes, you're buying this book. I'm buying it because I love it. Plus they're very cheap and cost effective. So yeah, it's great. And then we also get a second arcane journal, which blew my mind that they announced both like this.
Yeah.
It tells a very different tale. So when Friedel the Chainmaker is attacking the Northern Empire, so like her arcane journal, she came in. Fleet by Miao Ying sets out to from Grand Cathay, intent on beating back the signs of Dark God and diplomacy with the Empire of Man. This is a turbulent story, as well as the warriors and heroes involved. You'll find a terrain generation table, so more additional rules for possible play. Guidelines for multiplayer games. Hallelujah. Linked battles. Oh, great. Neil's going to be so excited, and we're going to see a second book he's going to write with this, which I'm happy for. And a new army of infamy, the Jade Fleet, an alliance between Grand Cathay and the people of Westerland. So Empire allied with Cathay. And this will probably be when we're going to release Miao Ying as a model too. So I feel like this one's slightly more focused, but they're giving us the range of, hey, we're going to tell stories. Sometimes that story is going to involve multiple armies. Sometimes it's going to involve one.
Right.
Which is why I'm like, Arcane Journals, it's a good name, but like I think we have to get over the fact that like we're used to it being a very specific thing. So
Right. Well, again, if you're going to release, if you're going to come out with a bunch of books that called Arcane Journals that do something specific for a specific army, then whenever you come out with these lore books that are going to be touching more than just one army, maybe come up with another term.
Right. Yeah, I could see that, but also too, I could see where the confusion happens. And keeping it the same, sure. I think this is more the community, we can handle it. It's just be aware this is what this is going to be about. But
right.
And they said there's a lot more coming because, to be fair, the closest we are the closest to a new set of like a second edition for this game is at least a year and a half away.
Right.
At least. I feel it's going to be longer. I think they're going to push back their cycle. I think Games Workshop has realized that because it's too hard on all their employees and everything like that to get this stuff out in time. So I think we're going to see, and these Arcane Journals are like 48 pages, pretty cheap. They're going to sell.
Yeah.
You could give me 1 or 2 months, I'll buy them both. And you could shake up so much of this game.
I'm sorry, I think we need to take a break.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Actually, we'll wrap up. So tell you what, Matt, why don't you go ahead and drop? I can wrap it up from here. But Matt, thank you for joining us on this.
Hey guys, good to talk to everyone again. I'll talk to you soon, Chuck.
All right, bye, Matt.
Bye.
Yeah. Matt had to leave. Sorry, everybody. But with all that said, I'm just so excited with where Old World's going. I'm kind of more excited for Sigmar and where it's going to, but we will wait and see how everything shakes out. But I guess a little wrapping up here personally. Thank you everybody who's been tuning and watching. Please continue to help share this, spread the word. Still aiming to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube in the near future, hopefully. And then also a little PSA that next week, since I'll be on vacation with my lovely wife throughout the next coming week, there won't be an episode the week after. So it'll be a week off here going in end of July, beginning of August. But until next time, everybody out there, you all stay Stormcast strong, happy hobbying, and yeah, just keep getting hyped. This was a good preview. So catch you later.